Welcome to the Beast Rider family where social media engagement is encouraged. I am your host, Ryan Sakamoto, and today we are going to be breaking news. I look tired as heck because I am. If you look, I have bags under my eyes. I literally just woke up about 10 minutes ago. News broke out that Trent Williams has now inked a 6-year deal worth $138.06 million, including $55.1 million in guarantees, including a $30.1 million roster bonus, or excuse me, signing bonus. Again, this is breaking news. Great news for the 49ers and Trent Williams. Again, for those who are just tuning in, first reported by ESPN Diana Rossini, the 49ers have re-signed left tackle, blindside left tackle, Trent Williams to a record-breaking 6-year deal worth $138.06 million in a contract that has $55.1 million in guaranteed and including $30.1 million in a signing bonus. So good job for Trent Williams. Great job by the San Francisco 49ers. When you break it down annually, let's go ahead. I was wrong. I'll admit when I was wrong. My prediction was this. I said, hey, it's going to be Kyle Juszczyk and Jason Verrett or Trent Williams. Well, you guys can see why. $138.06 million for a 6-year deal for a player who's 33 years old. So 33 plus 6 would be 39. So he got a contract from the 49ers that he would play extending until year 39 of his age. That's crazy talk. But he is the highest paid offensive lineman, the richest contract in NFL history for an offensive lineman. He's going to retire as a San Francisco 49er. Ultimately, he could end up in Canton. I mean, Greg Rosenthal of NFL.com says he's going to happen. I think he's a Hall of Fame blindside left tackle. So it's really cool. Will he end up retiring as a 49er or in Washington? I think it's going to be the 49ers now. So again, if you're just tuning in, I'm going to put on the ticker here. Breaking news, the 49ers re-signed left tackle Trent Williams to a 6-year, $138.06 million contract. I look so tired. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. I mean, look at this. This is what I look like in the morning, man. I just look horrible. I look horrible. But anyways, hey, I'm here for you. Literally only got like 2 hours of sleep. I don't know why I couldn't sleep last night. I'll tell you why I couldn't sleep last night, because I was told that Trent Williams' deal might get done. So, yeah, and it got done. So that's why I'm up at 5:09 a.m. I was actually up a little bit earlier, I don't know, 4:45 or something like that. Hopped on, so I was going to go on live stream. We're going to talk about Trent Williams, and we're going to get it done. So I apologize for looking this way. I have a persona to portray, and yeah, but I'm here for you guys. So ask me any questions. Again, breaking news, if you're just tuning in, Trent Williams signed a 6-year deal worth $138.06 million, first reported by ESPN Diana Rossini of ESPN, including $55.1 million in guaranteed. Let's go ahead and break it down exactly what's going on with Trent Williams, why he got this contract. Again, if you guys follow my YouTube receipts, I was wrong in this case as it pertains to Trent Williams, and you can see why I was wrong, right? It makes sense because, again, Kyle Juszczyk and Jason Verrett or Trent Williams, who people were reporting said it was going to be 4 years, $80 million. That's the report yesterday, 4 years, $80 million. Hey, I didn't say that, but that's what it logically would have been. Now it comes out, it's 6 years, $138.06 million. Like, where did that come from? Like, that's out of the blue. Like, how can you go from 4 years? How can someone report 4-year, $80 million contract and then it just skyrocket less than 24 hours into a 6-year, $138.06? I mean, that just doesn't make sense. Someone was blowing smoke out there, and the smoke settled and the dust settled, and now what we see today is Trent Williams being the highest paid offensive lineman in NFL history. All right, so let me go ahead and break it down for you. Before we go ahead and do that, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. You guys are awesome. If you are watching on Twitter, do yourselves a favor and a solid. I put out a tweet earlier right before hopping on the show that we're going to go YouTube live stream. Just click the link in my bio so you can subscribe to my channel because you'll be entered for the giveaways. Also, if you're on Facebook, same deal. You'll be entered for the Jimmy Garoppolo bobblehead for all the people who do that and engage with me. Leave your comments, likes, whatever the case may be. And we are also giving away this 49ers backpack given to me by the 49ers themselves. All right. So let's talk about Trent Williams. We talked about the deal, $55 million in guaranteed, $30.1 million in signing bonus. In roster bonus. Why do I keep saying it's not signing bonus? It's a roster bonus, right? I think so. Let me just double check this. Man, it's early. So signing bonus. Yeah, it's a $30.1 million signing bonus. So I think I was right. I think I'm saying this all right. But yeah, that's where he stands at. I think I was saying I can't even think. I was saying signing bonus the whole time. I don't know why. But yeah. So I got it right. All right, $30.1 million in signing bonus. All right, so this is what ESPN Diana Rossini said on ESPN. I'm just going to break it down for you. It's right here. You guys don't have to look it up. I'm going to read it for you. It's like being in kindergarten where a teacher reads to you guys. Or in high school where the teacher reads. Or college. Now that I think about it, everybody's reading. All right. Trent Williams and the San Francisco 49ers have reached a 6-year, $138.06 million deal that will make him the highest paid offensive lineman in NFL history. His agency announced Wednesday morning. Yeah, no kidding, bro. I'm up. The deal has $55.1 million in guaranteed money. Williams' agency Elite Loyalty Sports tweeted. So go follow Elite Loyalty Sports and you can see what they said. The contract also includes, like I said, $30.1 million in a signing bonus. Sources told ESPN and ESPN's Diana Rossini. The Niners are also in play for Alex Mack now. People don't know about this. So Alex Mack is actually in play with the San Francisco 49ers. That's something that's going to come to fruition. I think there's a lot of people talking about that. Everyone was asking me about that. I don't think, honestly, it's a good move. But hey, you team up Trent Williams, Alex Mack, you're looking at what? Instant gratification, not the long-term gains, right? Because obviously Alex Mack is an aging center, but he is an instant plug and play. Definitely we can't count on Weston Richburg to be that guy. So ultimately, I can see how they're playing this. Let's go ahead and get to your questions on YouTube or Beast Rider family. Chanel from the Beast Rider family says, "Good morning, Ryan. What an exciting morning. Trent Williams, Alex Mack. Yeah, Alex Mack. Geez. Yes. Good morning to you too. Look at me. I look awful. Is this something you want to wake up next to every day? It's like, bro, like what is wrong with you, bro? Yeah. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy what's going on. All right. Let's go ahead and move on. Jonathan K28, Jed, Kyle, and John getting Crunk and Santa Clara playing This Is How We Do It by Montel Jordan right now. Oh, yeah, Montel Jordan. This is it's Friday, but it's not Friday night. It's not Friday night. All right, Sanjo Sen says, knew we were going to re-sign Trent. I knew he wanted to re-sign with us unless we just flat out were not negotiating with him. Glad they got it done. Good morning. Good morning. And again, hey, I'll admit when I'm right, and I'll also admit when I'm wrong. And in this case, I was wrong. I thought Trent Williams' sweet spot was $18 million. I broke it down financially. I said the Niners are not going to go anywhere near north of $20 million. And if you break it down, annual per year, 138 divided by 6, right? We're just going to round down a little bit. That's $23 million per year. So he is the highest paid offensive lineman, just in line with David Bakhtiari, who's the highest paid blindside left tackle in terms of APY. That is crazy talk. That is nuts to me, in my opinion. But is he worth it? I mean, he is a blindside left tackle, top 5 in the NFL. He is a Hall of Fame type of a presence. So I honestly wouldn't give him $23 million. But hey, at the end of the day, it's like, dude, like now you can go and fill another need in free agency. You don't have to worry about getting a tackle at 12. So the Rashawn Slater at 12 talk is out the window. That ain't going to happen, bro. They already invested $138.06 million in Trent Williams, which is I wouldn't give him that money, but again, it makes sense. And I'm not hating because at the end of the day, Trent Williams is a top 5 offensive tackle in the NFL. He's a Hall of Fame offensive tackle. He's going to be in Canton one of these days. So good job by the Niners for inking him up and signing him. Jacob Phillips from the YouTube Beast Rider family says, it's a beautiful day in the Bay. Yes, it is. How do I look? Do I look beautiful? Jacob Phillips also says, with total flexibility now in the draft, what position do you think we're focused on in round 1, if not trading back? That's a great question. I think ultimately it's going to come down to what's going to be realistically be there. There's still a lot of free agent plays that need to be made. We still don't know what's going on with Deshaun Watson. I've been saying it since day one. I think he's going to be traded near draft day, if not on draft day. That's going to shake up the top of the board. Don't count out the Jets, man. Don't count out the Houston Texans, and certainly don't count out the Niners. Not yet. Not yet, because Fred Warner has yet to be extended, and he could be a death piece and trade bait, as I said earlier, in possibly pushing a deal for Deshaun Watson coming to San Francisco, or maybe just him being shipped out for more draft capital because they're in a contract snag like they had with DeForest Buckner back in 2020 offseason. Just saying. Or 2019 offseason. No, it's 2020 offseason. Yeah. All right. CT Nair from the YouTube Beast Rider fan says, good morning. Good morning, bro. How do I look? And just to put things in perspective, if you're just tuning in, again, do yourselves a favor. Follow your boy, Beast Rider family. This is what I do 24/7, 365. As you can see, I only got like 1.5 hours of sleep. Probably 2 hours of sleep. I went to sleep around 3. I was watching Disney Plus. Disney Plus is awesome. Anyways, subscribe to your boy. If you're on Twitter, just click the link in my bio. If you're on Facebook, just go to www.youtube.com/BeastRider, and you'll be entered for the Family Friday giveaways that I'm giving away 2 days from now, Friday. So on Friday, we're giving away this for Family Fridays. Can't beat that, man. Can't beat that. All right, so I'm just going to put up the ticker. Everyone wants to know about what my thoughts are on Trent Williams. Again, Trent Williams was highly sought after. Get this, the Kansas City Chiefs were after him, and so were the Chicago Bears. Not to my surprise. What I say in all my live streams, though, even though I was wrong about the Trent Williams, okay, I finally got one wrong. Wow. And you know why? 138, this is the richest contract ever. And it was reported that he was going to get a 4-year, $80 million contract, which averages what? 20 million per APY. What I say he was going to get? Around 18 to 20 million. The sweet spot for me would be what? 18 million. Now he gets what? 23 million APY if you break it down annually. So he's the highest paid offensive lineman, richest contract ever, resets the market. Greg Rosenthal of NFL.com, man, that guy really knows his stuff, man. He's hitting it. He said Jason Verrett would get a 1-year deal. What did Jason Verrett got? He got a 1-year deal. He said that Trent Williams would reset the market in free agency. And what happened? He not only set the free agent market in free agency, he was the highest paid contract. He got the highest paid contract in NFL history. He's ridiculous, man. He's spot on, dude. Greg Rosenthal is spot on, bro. He's good. All right. But yeah, the Chiefs and the Bears were both in play for Trent Williams' services. So it was between the Niners, the Chiefs, and the Chicago Bears of all places. But the Chicago Bears re-signed Jermaine and Fitty. And the Kansas City Chiefs obviously were out of the sweepstakes when they got Joe Thuney, but they were still in it because they got rid of Eric Fisher and Mitchell Schwartz, which I said in my other live streams was going to happen. Obviously, they needed a blindside left tackle because Eric Fisher is no longer there. It's morning, guys. Just bear with me. And I'm doing my best. And I lost my train of thought now. And now Trent Williams, they lost out on the sweepstakes there. So crazy, man. What do you guys think about Trent Williams to the San Francisco 49ers? He's going to retire a 49er, obviously, because he's 33 years old. If he plays out this contract 6 years from now, he's going to be 39. So great job at the San Francisco 49ers and GM John Lynch to put money where their mouth is. And Rosario says top 3 offensive line in the league. Now, I'm not sure it's the top 3 offensive line in the league. However, when you do get a guy like Alex Mack, that does play a role in it. So you have Alex Mack, Laken Tomlinson, and then you have Trent Williams on the left side. That's going to be really hard to stop. What's going to happen at right guard? Daniel Brunskill? I don't know. And then you have right tackle Mike McGlinchey. So it's not bad. It's not a bad offensive line. I want to say top three. I mean, you look at the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns. Off the top of my head, early this AM at 5:21 a.m., they are the better offensive lines. They have Joel Bitonio. They have Jack Conklin, two of the best at their respective positions, all pros in my grading system. And then on the flip side of that, you look at the Indianapolis Colts. They have a plethora of talent there, young talent. Quentin Nelson, best interior guard in my grading system, playing left guard. And then you also have some other depth pieces there with Ryan Kelly, a first-round pick out of Alabama. He is a stud, along with Braden Smith at right tackle. So there's a lot of pieces there as well. All right. So I know I look like crap, man. All right. We are close to signing Fuller as well. Wow. I can't wait. All right. William Roberts from Beast Rider Family says, glorious morning for Niner fans. Yes. Can't you tell? I am very excited. I only got like 2 hours of sleep. It's 5:22 a.m. and we are talking about Trent Williams. Breaking news, if you're just tuning in, we are picking up a lot of people right now. This is awesome. You guys want to know what it is to be in the day in the life of Beast? I just took my pills. A lot of you guys take pills. I take my pills too. I take a multivitamin. I have my fish oil, have my biotest, test boosters, testosterone boosters. Yes, I take those. You can get them at GNC. It's good for you. You get it naturally from occurring foods like steak. I rather get in the pill form. I shot that up in my mouth. It's all done. And now I am hungry right now. It's breakfast time. So I'm just going to go eat some Rice Krispie treats with my almond butter. Don't mind me. I am hungry right now, man, because I ain't eating. I'm running on empty. So I apologize in advance for eating in front of you guys. It's something that, I don't know. It's a mukbang that wasn't supposed to be a mukbang. But then day 8, I'm hungry. Your boy gets hungry, and we're all human. You know what I'm saying? Typically, I wouldn't eat this. I'm lying. I do eat this every day. I just don't post it. All right. Mafi from Twitter says, good morning, fam. Niners killed it last night. Yes, they did. And look at me. I look like I'm killed. Look, I'm dead right now. All right. Last second sports. How about that ego? $1 more than Stanley annually. Wow. Yeah. Basically. Richard Burns says, good morning, brother. Good morning. Welcome to the Beast Rider family. Do yourself a favor and subscribe to your boy. Again, if you don't do that, you won't be entered for our Family Friday giveaways, which is coming up on Friday. So just do yourself a favor. You see that ticker right there. Go to youtube.com/Beast Rider, and we will be giving away this 49ers Jimmy Garoppolo bobblehead complete with the family logo, the NFL license logo, the family logo, and this 49ers nice backpack with the NFL logo. All right. Good stuff. So again, we're going to catch up on the comments. I look like crap, man. I look horrible right now. Really, really horrible. It's okay. It's okay, Ryan. Niners all day, 55 for the Beast Rider. Can we sign anyone else now? Yes, we're going to go get Alex Mack. And all reports and all signs are turning toward Alex Mack now. So the attention has quickly focused Alex Mack. Now, Fred Warner's probably looking like this, like, dude, when are you going to pay me? I'm telling you, once these pieces fall into place, it'd be interesting to see how they're going to re-sign Fred Warner. Where's the money going to come from? They need about $10 million for the draft. I don't know. It's going to get interesting. Alika says, from the Beast Rider family, says, yes, he likes it. All right. Steve Rotondo from the Facebook family says, huge signing. Alex Mack is also a great signing for the next year or two. What's next for us? How much money we got left? I don't know how much money we got left, man. I have to do the financials on it. I just woke up, literally went to sleep at 3 a.m. because I was told that, Trent Williams might be re-signed. Around like what time did the news break out? And then I woke up, and then all of a sudden, yeah, dunzo. So there's that. Yeah. So basically didn't get any sleep. because news broke out early this AM that Trent Williams going to get re-signed. And I was like, oh, okay, cool story. So I did kind of sleep in a little bit, and then I jumped on the news. I need to get some sleep. So, anyways. All right, last second sports from the Beast Rider family says, time to get Justin Coleman now. All right. Vernon Freeman, my man from the Beast Rider family, says, glad we got it done. What's going on, Vernon? Thank you for tuning in, man. If you're just tuning in, record deal. The 49ers have now signed Trent Williams to a record-breaking contract where he's the highest paid offensive lineman in NFL history, a 6-year, $138.06 million contract, including $50 million in guaranteed, and on which also incorporates a $30.1 million signing bonus. Awesome move. Awesome move. All right, now Michael Thomas says from YouTube Beast Rider family, also Alex Mack is reported to sign. Yes, and Alex Mack, as I just said earlier, Alex Mack is also on his way to San Francisco. He's about to sign, and yeah. And Rose Royce says we really didn't overpay at all. It's really a 3-year deal. Okay. Jonathan K28 from the YouTube Beast Rider family says we seemingly have $15 million in cap space left. Okay, so you have to have like what, $9-10 million for your 2021 draft class. So you have about $5 million to play with. CG Ruthless Sports from the YouTube Beast Rider family says, good morning, Beast Rider. Good morning. How you doing? Niners all day say we can still sign one more lineman. Well, look for that to be Alex Mack. I think everyone's talking about Alex Mack. Return of the Mac coming to San Francisco. Yeah. All right. Last second sports from the Beast Rider family says rolls. That signing bonus says otherwise. After 3, we will take a $15 million or so cap hit if we cut him. So there's that. Matthew from the Twitter world. So once free agency plays out, we drafting strong safety, free safety slot, DB, D-line depth, O-line depth, title run. Okay. CG Ruthless Sports from the Beast Rider fan says, I'm pumped. Alex Mack signing also. Ooh. Yes, you guys get Alex Mack and now Trent Williams. I would be pumped up too because now you're solidifying the offensive line, making that a priority to where you don't have to talk about Creed Humphreys anymore. You don't have to talk about Landon Dickerson anymore. So all those mock drafts have gone out the window. No one gives a crap about that anymore because they don't even exist. I told you Rashawn Slater wasn't going to be the play. I kept telling people they're not going to go Rashawn Slater even if Trent Williams was gone because that wasn't the play. I was wrong saying that the Niners had to choose between Kyle Juszczyk and Jason Verrett or Trent Williams. Ultimately, you guys see why he got the richest deal in NFL history. And I knew they were going to play. He was going to play hardball. Greg Rosenthal said he was going to play hardball and reset the market, and he did. 6 years, $138.06 million. Come on, no one even said that yesterday. It was like, oh, reports came out that a 4-year, $80 million contract, $20 million APY would be in play for Trent Williams, and all of a sudden this number just comes into fruition, and it's a done deal. Like, where did that come from? 23 million APY when you break it down. Jeez Louise. Niners all day, 55 from the Beast Rider family. Do we have any more money for Watson now? Well, you can fit him under the contract. If you watch, go ahead and watch my Beast Rider podcast on Deshaun Watson. I went ahead and broke that down for you about a month and a half ago, but still holds true. All right. You see, the Ruthless Sports says, now let's draft Rashawn Slater to guard. You could draft him at guard. Michael Morrison says, so I just noticed that the Saints have cut ties with Alexander. Why would the Niners not go get him back? What do you think? Michael, thank you for tuning in. I already broke this down on an earlier live stream. Do yourself a solid, buddy. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so you get notified when I go live or when I upload content. That way you can kind of stay up to date on all things Beast in real time. I was asked this time and time again. Quan Alexander was released by the Saints. However, he wouldn't be a good fit, one, because the team just signed Samson Ebukam, and they also have Dre Greenlaw at the outside linebacker position. So it doesn't really make sense to sign Quan Alexander back in the fold. And he's just past his prime. He's damaged goods. We all know what we're getting with Quan Alexander. The hot boys is over. All right. Let's move on. Niners all day 55 for the Beast Rider Fantasy. Best O-line in the league. Laughing my ass off. All right. James Carey says, Morrison, I agree. Wow, you guys want Quan Alexander back, huh? I'm telling you. See, you guys need to go on YouTube and follow me because I break it down why they wouldn't do that and why it wouldn't be smart. Richard Adam Pendergast says Alex Mack. Another Facebook guy says, Go Niners. Hector, thank you for tuning in. Do yourselves a favor and subscribe to your boy so you'll be entered for the Beast Rider family giveaway. You have to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Otherwise, you won't be entered. So if you don't want free stuff, free Niner swag, Niner tickets when the season starts, hey, I can't do anything about it. But the people on at YouTube and the Beast Rider family, they'll be entered for those giveaways. And if you're not a Niner fan, not to worry. Again, you'll be entered for those giveaways specifically as it pertains to your favorite NFL team. All right, let's move on. Rolls-Royce Williams, will you do the deal in the next 2 years when the Niners have even more money? Okay. I guess Rolls-Royce knows from the Beast Rider family, he's saying that Trent Williams is going to restructure after 2 years. I don't see that happening, man. But hey, it's an analysis. No one really knows for sure. All right, Vernon Freeman from the Beast Rider family. Now we can draft whoever we want. Basically, almost whoever you want. Yes, agreed. Thomas Young from the Beast Rider family says, now what position and player do the 49ers draft? Do we trade for Watson? Hey, great question, Thomas Young. Love how you're popping into the live stream. I see you. Welcome. Again, if you're just tuning in, the 49ers re-signed Trent Williams to a 6-year, $138.06 million contract, including $55 million in guaranteed money and a $30.1 million signing bonus. All right. So to give it back to your question, what are they going to do in the draft to get part of your first question? At number 12, I see them going cornerback. I mean, they're going to solidify the offensive line. They're going to get 2 depth pieces there with Alex Mack and Trent Williams. So when you're looking at the horizontal board and your needs at the time that you're picking, it doesn't make much logical sense to go after a guy like Rashawn Slater, who's probably going to come off the board anyways by that pick. And if he doesn't, you'd rather get someone like, in my opinion, like a boundary cornerback, because again, Jason Verrett only signed a 1-year deal. So it's a 1-year rental. He wants to bake on himself, and then he's going to test the free agent market. I'm telling you, this is what's going to happen. They already signed Emmanuel Mosley to a 2-year, $10.1 million contract, so you lock them up for the following year. Why not go after an insurance policy like a J.C. Horn? Not at number 12, trade down, maybe in the late teens, pick up draft capital, and then you can go ahead and select J.C. Horn. Because if Patrick Surtain's not sitting there at 12, and if he is, then you take Patrick Surtain. But I don't see him getting past the Dallas Cowboys. Now, the Denver Broncos, maybe, right? I'm going to talk about the Denver Broncos later in this podcast, in this live stream, because they went out and I believe they got a cornerback. So we're going to go ahead and discuss that. Discuss who they got. All right, Niners up all day. Niners up all day. Niners all day. 55 says, yep. All right. Real, we need to draft Deshaun Foster. Deshaun Foster, huh? All right. Niners all day 55 says, do we have enough money for Watson? I think so, right? Barely, if any. I broke it down in an earlier podcast, man. Go to Beast Rider, just type in Deshaun Watson 49ers. It's up there for you. All right, Ruben says, damn, bro, too much money. Hopefully he stays healthy. It is a lot of bread, man. Hey, let the guy eat. All right, Rich Pren from the Beast Rider family says, Alex Mack and Trent gonna be crazy. Gonna be crazy. Yes, it's gonna be nuts. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Rolls-Royce says you never overpay for the best tackles in the league. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Jonathan K28, Trent Williams is next level, petty making sure he got 60K more than David Bakhtiari. Yeah, well, he wants to be the highest paid. He wants to reset the market. Hey, to some people, it's not even about the money. It's just about the principle of them realizing their worth. And is it petty? Or it could be ego thing too, right? Right? It could be his ego, like, hey, I want one more penny than David Bakhtiari. In this case, $60,000. If that's the case. All right. Raymond Jeff from Facebook says, how much money do the Niners have left? Are they going after Alex Mack or the center from the Raiders? They're going after Alex Mack. Raymond, thank you for tuning in. Do yourself a favor, man. If you're on Facebook, which a lot of you guys are tuning in from, I'm not going to be on Facebook anymore. I'm not going to post these live streams on Facebook anymore. I'm just going to go straight into YouTube. So do yourselves a favor. Follow me at www.youtube.com/BeastRider if you like my stuff, because again, I'm just going to go into YouTube, not going to live stream on all the other social media platforms, because again, the Beast Rider family I'm trying to grow is in the YouTube family. That's where it's at. And if you want to be in it for our family Friday giveaways, that's the way to do it. So on Friday, you probably won't be able to see if you're in it or not if you don't subscribe to my YouTube channel. So do yourself a favor and subscribe to my channel. Everyone has YouTube. If you don't have a YouTube and you have a Facebook, there's something wrong. No, I'm joking. There's nothing wrong with you. But no, get the YouTube channel or get a YouTube account, I should say, and subscribe to my channel. All right. Let's go ahead and move on. Which Fuller will? Oh, okay. Jonathan K28 from the Beast Rider family. 49ers will trade Jimmy G and trade up for Justin Fields. Book it. All right. Alejandro Bermudez from Facebook says, wow, that's a lot of dough, bro. Too much? It's a lot of dough. I said that, hey, you guys know my analysis on that. I said 18 million, 20 million, be pushing it. Why? Because Ronnie Stanley gets 19.7, and he's a younger blindside left tackle for the Baltimore Ravens. I didn't think he was going to get David Bakhtiari money at 23 million because he's younger. Here, Trent Williams come in and resets the market, 23 plus annual per year, highest paid offensive lineman in NFL history. Hey, look, price is what you pay, value is what you get. If you have a blindside left tackle, at the end of the day, how can you complain about giving the guy and having him reset the market, even though at his age of 33? It's hard to argue. It's hard to argue. And again, my YouTube receipts were wrong when it comes to Trent Williams, because I thought he was going to make a play for the Indianapolis Colts and be the highest paid player, or where he would get outbid in the bidding war. I thought GM John Lynch was going to get outbid in the bidding war. However, John Lynch stuck to his guns, put his money where his mouth is, and gave in to a 6-year, $138.06 million contract. It's ridiculous, guys. It is ridiculous how he got that deal, because reports were saying, what, $20 million per year? That was a sweet spot for the report. 4-year, $80 million. That's what the talk was yesterday. That's what was, quote unquote, reported. See, these reports, it's all BS until it actually happens. And then it comes out 6 years, 138.06. It doesn't even break it down accurately annually. Like 4 years over 80 million is 20 million APY. 6 years over 138 is 23 million APY. So, yeah, there's that. It's a done deal. 4-year, 80 million. My sources tell me. All right, LP3 from the Beast Rider family, Ring of Honor contract. Yeah, basically. Robert, my man Robert from Facebook says, we need Warner now. Robert, I'm telling you, man, where is the YouTube Beast Rider family? Get yourself a YouTube, bro. Get yourself a YouTube so you'll be in there for the giveaways. All right, but I see you. All right, Keith Baldwin for the Beast Rider family. Looks like Warner will get traded. I'm telling you, we're going to see. It's going to get real. Junior Air says, to a what now? Holy cow. Rolls Royce will forward going on 1-year deal. Debo able. Okay. So Rolls Royce thinking we're going to get Will Fuller. All right. Jonathan K28. The 49ers are $15 million cap space. Does not take into account the D4 restructure. All right. Let's go ahead and move on. Ask me any questions you have. Again, if you're just tuning in, breaking news, the 49ers have now inked and re-signed Trent Williams to a 6-year, $138.06 million contract, including $55 million in guaranteed, and I'm going to sneeze a little bit, $30 million in a signing bonus. All right. And again, the Niners were the only team in play. It was the Chicago Bears and the Kansas City Chiefs were both in play for Trent Williams services. Ultimately, the Chicago Bears went out and signed Jermaine Ifedi from the Chicago, re-signing with the team, while then the Chiefs obviously made a strong play and strong push for Joe Thuney, got him for the New England Patriots in free agency. They obviously need a blindside left tackle. I spoke about that in earlier podcasts, which is why I believe Orlando Brown Jr. would be making a play because, again, he wants to be a blindside left tackle. But they have Ronnie Stanley there in Baltimore, and Baltimore needs what? A wide receiver. So I did the trade scenario with Allen Robinson coming to the Baltimore Ravens in a swap where Orlando Brown gets shipped to the Chicago Bears. Look for that to take place. I wrote that about, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago now. It's still holding up. Makes a lot of sense. Picked up a lot of Chicago Bears fans, picked up a lot of Ravens flock fans. So a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. And again, I know I look like crap. Jonathan K. Toy says, someone get the beast some coffee. I know. I look awful. Warner will be locked up in August. Watch. Rolls Royce said. Okay. Rolls Royce has all the answers, apparently. Dan Ayers from Facebook says, Trent signed Mac on the way. 2 linemen signed and games. Best fullback Jimmy doesn't cook. All right. And that's fine. Dan, do yourself a favor. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so you'll be entered for our Family Friday giveaways. I just want to get you guys out there because, once the winners are released, you're going to wonder why. How come I didn't win? I follow you. Well, you have to follow me on YouTube. You have to join the Beast Rider family. All right. Like Max Stahl from the Beast Rider family. With the Alex Mack signing, I will look to draft a center so that he can groom and learn the system. Need to start developing their own offensive players. What round do you think is good for a center? I don't like the centers in this draft class, so I would say none. Outside of Creed Humphrey or Landon Dickerson, that is. So, I don't know. If I was to go round, though, if you want me to just put a spot on it, 5th round, 4th, 5th round, I think you can develop a guy there. Obviously, Alex Mack is a starter, so this young guy, you're going to give him 2-3 years of development anyways. So he's not going to get a starting role anyhow, so there's no point drafting him high. So, and it's a weak center class, so I would say 4th, 5th round would be ideal. That's my take. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Thomas Young for the Beast Rider family says Alex signed 49ers signed Alex Mack. Yep. Free agents are always overpaid, Raymond said from Facebook. So some 49er fans are not liking this move with Trent Williams. Obviously, I pointed out my sweet spot zone, which is 18 million APY. Yesterday, it was reported that it was 20 million APY based on 4-year, $80 million. Whoever came out with that report was totally inaccurate because it came out to be 6 years, $138.06 million, which is 23 million APY, not 20, and a bigger contract and a longer contract. So, yeah, everyone's saying too much money. Bottom line, Steve says from Facebook, if we didn't make the move, we would get slaughtered in the NFC West. All right, Jonathan Case says Quinn Myers should be the move at 102 for the 49ers. Can play center and right guard, learn next to Alex Mack, and then take over at center when the time comes. Yeah, Quinn Myers had a great Senior Bowl. All right. Let's go ahead and move on. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask them. I'm just going to go ahead and talk about Trent Williams re-signing again. For just tuning in, he has now inked a 6-year, $138.06 million contract. The Chiefs and Bears are also in play for his services. Ultimately, he signed and stayed in San Francisco. All right. CJ Ruthless Sports says, do we draft Elijah Vera Tucker who can play guard or Wyatt Davis? Guard needs to be upgraded. I would go with either or, Elijah Vera Tucker or Wyatt Davis. Ultimately, I think Elijah Vera Tucker would be a better scheme fit than Wyatt Davis, but Wyatt Davis, to me, is a player who is more based for a power run scheme. So I can see the Baltimore Ravens, a team like that, going after a Wyatt Davis, even though they just signed my sleeper pick for free agency as a day one winner in Kevin Zeitler to a 3-year, $22 million contract. I'm doing this at the top of my head on no sleep. Nana Collins, let's go, Deshaun, to the Bay, and they need to get rid of McFloppy. Who gave that nickname to Mike McGlinchey, McFloppy? I'm just interested to know. All right, Alika from the Beast Rider family, we appreciate your dedication to your Beast channel, to your Beast channel. Do you think we will be able to move up in the draft, and if so, who could we get realistically? All right, mahalo for your question. To answer your question, simply put, yes, they could move up in the draft. Ultimately, with the signing of Trent Brown, I don't think they're going to do that. I think if anything, they're going to trade back and pick up draft capital. That huge contract puts them in a bind. So they need all the draft capital they can get now for the next few years to mortgage their future. You can't sign any free agents. You really need to just stick to the draft. You're basically just saying, hey, we're handcuffing ourselves to Trent Williams. Whatever happens, happens. And we need to pick up draft capital. So however we do that, let's get draft capital for the next 2-3 years. Let's trade back, pick up some picks. So at number 12, I wouldn't be surprised if they traded back from 12. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Dan Angadi, I think trading Warner would be a huge mistake. He's the leader of our defense. I agree with you 110%. But ultimately, I'm not the GM. I am not the GM. LP3, I don't know how much cap space we have. I'm doing a live stream right now, buddy. But if somebody has the numbers, let me know. Jonathan K28 from the YouTube Beast Rider family he's talking to CJ Ruthless. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. We are going to just say this right now. Again, if you're just tuning in, welcome to the Beast Rider family, where social media engagement is encouraged. Breaking news: 49ers re-signed Trent Williams to a 6-year, $138.06 million contract with $50 million in guaranteed money. Ridiculous. I think it's $55 million to be exact. And he gets $30.1 million in a form of a signing bonus. Yeah, $55 million to be exact. All right, so good stuff. Again, the Chiefs and Bears were also in play for his services. Ultimately, he wanted to return to San Francisco. Posted on Instagram. If you don't follow Trent Williams on Instagram, posted Instagram, said forever faithful. And then he had the winking emoji. Cool. Cool story, bro. It is a cool story, isn't it? All right. So, Butters 49 from the Beast Rider family. And again, if you're just tuning in, look at all the people from YouTube that are chiming in. Again, they want to be entered in. Join the Beast Rider family. That's all I got to say. You'll be entered for our Family Friday giveaways, which includes that Jimmy Garoppolo bobblehead and this Rumble 49ers backpack, complete with the NFL licensing logo on it. So you know it's legit. Obviously, all my stuff is legit, but that's what we're giving away for Family Fridays. Stay tuned for that. All right. Niners all day says Mahomes is mad. Haha. Yes, because they wanted the Chiefs. The Chiefs were in play for Trent Williams. They got rid of Eric Fisher and Mitchell Schwartz, their blindside left tackle and right tackle, and now they were trying to make a push for Trent Williams to upgrade at the position. It ultimately didn't happen. They still got Joe Cheney, but missed out on Trent Williams. So yeah, Pat Mahomes ain't happy. He's like, dude, who's my tackles, man? What's going to happen, dude? Did you guys watch the Super Bowl? Do you guys know what's going on? All right. Let's go ahead and move on. We have a guy from the Beast Rider family on YouTube says Fuller can't stay healthy, as in Will Fuller. All right. Sydney FJ from Facebook says, where are some of you getting? We are trading away the heart of our defense. Clown emojis. Well, obviously this guy doesn't follow me on YouTube, so he wouldn't know. And with the clown emojis, yeah. You must not know that Fred Warner Sr.'s dad follows me and says hashtag stay tuned. You got to follow me on YouTube. I'm telling you, all the people on Facebook, they don't know. You guys don't know. I'm telling you. Follow me on YouTube. People, look. Here's Fred Warner's dad as we speak. What's up, Ryan? How you doing, Fred Warner Sr.? Thank you for tuning in. These people don't know, man. After it's all said and done, how much cap do the 49ers have to spend now? Exactly. I don't know the numbers, my man. I will get that as soon as this live stream ends, but it's not going to be much. You know where I'm going with this. It's not going to be much. They need about $10 million for the 2021 draft class. They have about $15 million or so If I was to take a guess, 15, maybe 20 million, not much, not much. So if anything, a lot of restructuring has to take place. Again, I don't know the official numbers. So once I get that, my man, I will go ahead and break that down to you. Thank you so much for your love and support, bro. Love having you in the Beast Rider family. Tell Fred to keep his head up. I'm really pushing for him to get a front-loaded deal because he deserves it. Now, whether it's in San Francisco or whether it's somewhere else, he deserves every penny he deserves. I think we know where we're going with this. But yeah, I will get back to you on that, my man. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. Beast Rider family coming in hot from YouTube. See? YouTube. What I'm telling you. All right. Good morning. Anthony says, I hear Juju is in the mix for the Niners. Could be. He could be in the mix for the Niners. I don't think it'd be a smart play. I think, obviously, with Emmanuel Sanders now off the clock and off the board, let's just go ahead and talk about some other players now, right? So, Emmanuel Sanders signed a 1-year deal with the Buffalo Bills. All right, so I'm just going to let's go ahead and just talk about other players. I talk about all 32. Emmanuel Sanders is now off the board. He is off to the Buffalo Bills, signing a 1-year, $6 million contract. It was a smart play by the GM over there because, again, what you're trying to do is you're trying to establish a trio of wide receivers for Josh Allen for the foreseeable future. You have Stephon Diggs, who just had a career breakout season, was playing at a first-team All-Pro level. You then double down. You still have Cole Beasley there working the underneath routes, kind of like a Julian Edelman type. And then you stack that with Emmanuel Sanders. He can basically win the intermediate, short to intermediate passing game. Buffalo Bills just got a whole lot better. So for those who don't know, Emmanuel Sanders signed a 1-year, $6 million contract with the Buffalo Bills. Next up, we have Ahkello Witherspoon. For those who don't know who Ahkello Witherspoon, he is now off to the Seattle Seahawks. Now, they got rid of Shaquille Griffin. He was released. I talked about him, how he's off to Jacksonville. If I'm not mistaken, again, I just woke up. But yeah, I believe he's off to Jacksonville. Correct me if I'm wrong. And they need a boundary cornerback. They obviously brought in Ahkello Witherspoon, who I believe still has all-pro potential, Pro Bowl potential, and can really win in that cover 3 scheme. That's why I wanted the Niners to keep him. Ultimately, Pete Carroll saw something too and said, you know what? They're not going to take him. Come on over. I'll give you a 1-year prove-it deal, and you're going to want to stay. You're going to like our culture here in Seattle. Ahkello Witherspoon is a very solid play. I like the move. Ahkello Witherspoon's family member was on our live stream, as you guys know, right before this this deal went through, and asked for my thoughts. And I said, hey, tell Ahkello, man, I'm a fan. I like him. I like what he brings to the table. I don't think he's soft. I think he's an aggressive corner. There's a reason why he led the nation in PBUs in college. He has all-pro potential. We have seen it. He's going to do well in that cover 3 scheme no matter where he goes. And where does he go? Seattle. All right. Another moving part from the cornerback position. Janoris Jenkins goes to the Tennessee Titans. And the Tennessee Titans now, they still have a need at cornerback, in my opinion, because they got rid of Adoree Jackson. So out goes Adoree Jackson. In comes Janoris Jenkins on a 1-year deal. Smart play there. The Dolphins go ahead and sign Jacoby Brissett to a 1-year deal. So again, Ryan Fitzpatrick out. Jacoby Brissett in. And there's a 1-year deal there. Next up, we have the Jaguars. They signed Marvin Jones to a 2-year, $14.5 million deal. Marvin Jones, for those who don't know, played for the Detroit Lions. And now he's off to the Jacksonville Jaguars. And people are saying, well, why? Why would they get Marvin Jones? Well, I'll tell you why. They already drafted 2 second-round draft picks, as in the Jaguars. They got Laviska Shenault last year. And in 2018, they got DJ Shark. So you team him up with Marvin Jones, and now you have a trio of wide receivers. Again, look what the Buffalo Bills did. They got what? A trio of wide receivers. Same exact thing. They had Cole Beasley, Stephon Diggs, and, of course, Emmanuel Sanders. Now, the Jaguars are doing the same. It's a pass-happy NFL. We know where we're going with this. And they also the Jaguars brought in Trent Baalke to be the team's GM, and he reunites himself with his 2014 second-round pick, drafted number 57 overall out of the Ohio State University. And Carlos Hyde. That's right. Carlos Hyde has now followed Trent Baalke to Jacksonville. No surprise there. Urban Meyer was the head coach at the Ohio State University when Carlos Hyde was playing for him. So it makes sense. And they also got Philip Dorsett. So Philip Dorsett from the Seahawks, Carlos Hyde from the Seahawks. Come on over to the Jacksonville Jaguars. We got you. Chris Ash is going to do wonders as a DB coach as it pertains to getting the players that he's getting, like Shaquille Griffin and so forth. So a lot of weapons for Jacksonville on both sides of the football. And you can really see how they're making a play for Trevor Lawrence. They're surrounding Trevor Lawrence with a lot of talent. You get Carlos Hyde. You already have James Robinson. So you're running back by committee. You have an insurance policy in place. You then double down and get Marvin Jones in free agency. So your stable of trio of wide receivers is already set. You got Marvin Jones, Laviska Shenault, your 2020 second-round pick, and then you get your 2018 second-round pick, DJ Shark. So that's 3 wide receivers for the foreseeable future. Trevor Lawrence is going to look great in Jacksonville. Now, ultimately, how's that line going to look? We don't know. All right, moving on. The Texans signed Tyrod Taylor to a 1-year, $12.5 million deal. Again, there's talk about Deshaun Watson coming to San Francisco. There's talk about Deshaun Watson possibly going to the New York Jets. We still have the Miami Dolphins in play. Don't count out the Carolina Panthers. I'm just saying. If you want to know my analysis on any of those trade scenarios, just type in Beast Rider and whatever it is you want to talk about. So in this case, we're talking about Deshaun Watson. Do yourself a favor and just go ahead and do this. I'm just going to put it out there for you, right? Just type in Beast Rider, Deshaun Watson, and the team that you want to know about or my analysis on. Fill in the blank. Boom. YouTube search Beast Rider, or sorry, that's Sam Darnold. Or if you want to know Sam Darnold too, to 49ers, I got that. I got covered on that too. All right. YouTube search Beast Rider, Deshaun Watson, and it'll be all there for you. All right. So yeah. So people want to know my analysis on that. Just type in Beast Rider, Deshaun Watson, and whatever team you want to know, fill in the blank, pick your poison. It's there. Jets, Panthers, Niners. Whatever team you want to know. Dolphins. It's all there. It's all there. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Again, we are just going to go down and talk about the moves that are being made. The Giants signed John Ross. That's right. The Giants signed John Ross, teaming him up with Dante Pettis from their days at the University of Washington. John Ross. Yeah, I say John Ross. John Ross, for those who don't know, he was a number 9 overall pick. He set the combine record for the 40-yard dash, beating Chris Johnson's record, setting a 4.22 40-yard dash. And Chris Johnson was there for a long time at the top at 4.24. The guy has blazing speed. I still like the talent that John Ross brings to the table. He's very versatile, can be used as a versatile chess piece in terms of the return game, has a lateral agility, lateral quickness that you look for, can make the first tackler miss, very shifty off the line of scrimmage, and he can beat you deep vertically. The guy has speed, and that can't be coached. John Ross going to the New York Giants, teaming back up with Dante Pettis. How do you like that? How do you guys like that? On a 1-year deal. So it's a 1-year deal, so it's not too bad. It's not too bad. So again, the Giants are making a play just like what the Jaguars are doing with Marvin Jones, and just like the team before them that I spoke about with the Buffalo Bills getting Emmanuel Sanders. They get what? They get a trio of wide receivers, right? And if you're the New York Giants, you're like, oh, dude, like who'd they get? Well, I got you covered, right? So they got Dante Pettis. They have Sterling Shepard, and now they have John Ross. Maybe GM Dave Gettleman is looking at this and saying, hey, I'm going to give Daniel Jones every opportunity. We need a speed demon. We need a shiftier, diminutive, yet shifty wide receiver. Let's get John Ross. He can also add versatility in the return game. We have Sterling Shepard, who I believe is a top 20 wide receiver. If he stays healthy, he could even be top 15. But he can't stay healthy. The guy cannot stay healthy. So is he weak in the knees? I don't know. I liked him coming out of Oklahoma. Ultimately, I thought he was a steal in the draft. I thought his game was very similar to Steve Smith. Obviously, we know why. You see it today in his game. But can the guy stay healthy? I don't know. I don't know. And they did get Dante Pettis. For those who forgot, the Giants have Dante Pettis. All right. Moving on up, let's go ahead and talk about another move that was made as it pertains to the Jaguar signing nose tackle Tyson Alualu to a 2-year, $6 million deal, stealing him from the Pittsburgh Steelers. In my grading system, Tyson Alualu was playing at a first-team All-Pro level. Now, he is also strictly a run stuffer, so he's not going to be doing much in the passing game, his pass rush game, excuse me. But he does get PBUs. He does get his hands up in the air, and he goes back to Jacksonville, where he was drafted. I believe he was drafted number 9 overall out of Cal. I don't know what draft it was. It was a long time ago. I want to say it's like 2000. Because Tyson Alualu has been in the game for a long time. So I don't know, 2009? I want to say. If I'm getting this right, that's crazy. I'm going to say 2009 or something like that. But he was drafted number 9 overall. For some reason, number 9 sticks out in my mind out of Cal. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. But yeah, great player. Great pickup. The Steelers now have to find a need for a nose tackle for the second consecutive offseason. Back last year, they had to have Tyson Alualu move from defensive end to the nose tackle position simply because of the fact that they lost Javon Hargrave, who is now off to the Philadelphia Eagles. And now they're spinning their wheels once again because they don't have a nose tackle. So could they go Davion Nixon at 24 now? I don't know, but that's going to be interesting. That is going to be interesting. All right. And the Jaguars, just to solidify their defensive line, GM Trent Baalke likes to build teams from the inside out, not the outside in. He's doing it with Tyson Alualu. He also got Roy Robertson Harris from the Chicago Bears, which is a sound play there. And they made a trade for Malcolm Brown from the New Orleans Saints. So 3 defensive linemen in Jacksonville, not bad. They already picked up Marvin Jones in free agency on the offense side of the football, teaming up with Laviska Shenault and DJ Shark. You got 3 wide receivers now that Trevor Lawrence can work with. So I see what you're doing there, Trent Baalke. I see you. All right, moving on. Yesterday's news. The Patriots already signed Jonnu Smith earlier in the day, and on day 2, they went ahead and got tight end Hunter Henry, inking him to a 3-year, $37.5 million contract. Again, you're probably wondering why the heck are the Patriots signing 2 tight ends to big money contracts? Well, if you date back to their days when they were winning Super Bowls, well, they've always been winning Super Bowls, but during their peak days, I guess you'd say, the peak of the peak, Aaron Hernandez, Rob Gronkowski, maybe Bill Belichick is trying to use that formula of success and that recipe for success for Cam Newton or Jimmy Garoppolo, whoever the quarterback is. See what I did there? All right, moving on up. The Patriots then signed wide receiver Kendrick Bourne. Yes, they signed Kendrick Bourne and Nelson Aguilar. What do you guys think of those moves? Well, I'm going to go ahead and break it down. Let's start with let's start with Kendrick Bourne. So we see what the Patriots are doing, right? They got Hunter Henry. Now they get Nelson Aguilar and Kendrick Bourne. I already spoke about Jonnu Smith, how the Robert Hernandez, mixing their names up now. Rob Gronkowski and Aaron Hernandez, you see the dynamic that they're working with there. However, it's buyer beware when it comes to Hunter Henry because he had, in 2017, a lacerated kidney. He also had a torn ACL in 2018 and a tibia fracture, in 2019. So people are wondering about Hunter Henry, why he was re-signed, or not re-signed, but why he was signed to a 3-year deal. Simple. His production in his last 2 years can't be denied. He has 115 catches for 1,265 yards. He has 9 touchdowns. Not bad production for the tight end position, right? But consistency is key. All right. So, again, they went ahead and now they got Kendrick Bourne and Nelson Aguilar teaming them up with Julian Edelman. Again, you see what they're doing here? Trio of wide receivers. That's the theme here, right? The trio of wide receivers in New England is now there. You have Kendrick Bourne. We all know what he brings to the table. Nelson Aguilar is a beast, absolute beast. The guy is one of the best underrated free agents pickups from the wide receiver position, in my opinion. And you really can't go wrong. You really can't go wrong with Nelson Aguilar. I really like what he brought to the table. And I think, He's going to do wonders. He's going to do wonders for the New England Patriots. So great pickup by the New England Patriots to pick up Nelson Aguilar and Kendrick Bourne. All right. All right, let's go ahead and move on. I believe we're going to go ahead and talk about these other guys. Should we do it? Yeah, we should do it. Oh, we already talked about the other ones. All right, so if you guys have any questions, go ahead and shoot them my way. I'll be more than happy to answer them the best I can. All right, so let's go ahead and just talk about some of this stuff and answer your questions. CTNR, all you need is a cup of Joby's. Yeah, I need some coffee, bro. I mean, I got my almond butter right now. I'm telling you, I haven't ate anything. I'm about ready to eat this. It's gonna be kind of weird. Like, dude, it's like a mukbang / Beast Rider family breaking news. Oh man. All right, Joe from Facebook. Good morning, Niners World. Great news this morning. Yes, if you're just tuning in, we're gonna put up that banner. For those who don't know, breaking news: the 49ers re-signed Trent Williams to a 6-year, $138.06 million deal, making him the highest paid offensive lineman in NFL history. He gets $55 million in guaranteed money. Can't go wrong with that. Jeez. Can you just give me $1 million, Trent Williams? Can you just be a nice guy and give me $1 million? Wow. All right. Colin Ashby from Facebook. Who do you think will be the slot wide receiver this year since Bourne is in New England? That's a good question. Who do they bring in? They're going to need to bring in someone. Can't count on Trent Taylor. And Trent Taylor, obviously, you know, we all know what's going on with him. Who likes Trent Taylor anyways? If you like Trent Taylor, let me know what you like about him. He's a great practice player. But ultimately, you know, Trent Taylor is a guy, in my opinion, he's just been injured way too much. He's one of those guys that you look at and you're like, man, Trent Taylor, is he actually going to be a great player, or is he just going to be one of those guys that, like, you look at and be like, man, he was a great preseason guy, right? And the fact that he's a free agent, it's going to be interesting to see where he goes. 5'8", 181 pounds, you know, 4.63 40-yard dash. Drafted in 2017, 5th-round pick, number 177 out of Louisiana Tech. Who else came out of Louisiana Tech that was drafted by the Niners? Anyone know? He was drafted in the 4th round. I believe he was picked number 128, if I'm not mistaken. 126, 128. Somewhere around there. I think there's a guy by the name of Quentin Patton. You want to talk Louisiana Tech guys that the 49ers drafted? What about Tim Rattay, quarterback? Another one. I'm just spitting facts. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get to your questions, man. I know you guys have a lot of questions. All right. So let's go ahead and get to it. All right. Jonathan K28, the 49ers need the next 3 moves. K-Wall Millions, 4-year, $16 million contract, a future 4th for Zach Ertz, and signed Sammy Watkins to a 3-year, $33.5 million contract. Wow. CT9, Warner getting traded for Watson soon in a package. Will Fuller rumored to be in San Francisco, and also Juju Smith-Schuster. All right. Sanjo Sunny says, from the Beast Rider family, all I want to see now is breaking news. Jimmy G is being traded back to England. Well, lucky for you, I broke that down. And if that Twitter receipt and YouTube receipt comes true, that's awesome. All right. Damn, we get a lot of questions. I'm really behind on my questions. I'm scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. All right. Sydney FJ drafting defensive end, cornerback, running back. Did we boost our offensive line to get Jimmy the protection he lacked last year? Was not his fault. Quentin Williams came untouched and landed on his ankle. Whoever the quarterback is, you're definitely getting protection for whoever that is. To answer your question. And as it pertains to your question on defensive end, cornerback or running back, we have to let how free agency plays out first. It's not over yet. There's still a lot of moving parts. We got to see what other teams are doing within our division and within the NFC West. What are the Seahawks doing? What are the Rams doing? What are the Cardinals doing? So stay tuned for that. All right, Hugo Pearl from Twitter. GM, did you see the news out of Houston about the accusation from a masseuse versus Watson? Yes, I saw that. I didn't actually read into that. To be honest with you, at first thought, I was like, oh man, this is fake news, dude. Like, really, this comes out now. I don't know what's going on with that. I did get the notification. I guess if you can tell me what's going on there without me having to read it, that'd be awesome. Save me the time. All right, Keith Baldwin for the Beast Rider family. $24 million coming off the books after Jimmy is gone. $23.6 million to be exact, Keith Baldwin. 23.6. But you are on the right track. 24 million. I get what you're saying. All right. The game live from the Beast Rider family. Cut Jimmy and we get Watson or Fields. Everyone says cut Jimmy Garoppolo. Montana Oloa from the Beast Rider family says, what up, Uso? My Uso. What's going on, bro? How you doing? Mahalo. Thank you for tuning in, bro. I appreciate you. Like, I look like crap. That's all I gotta say. I look like crap. Like, after this live stream, bro, I'm telling you, I am going to sleep. Maybe take a quick nap. Hit my workout. Maybe I'm gonna eat right now. Do you guys mind if I eat? I feel like this is so like you shouldn't do that. Like that's so like taboo. Not like you should not be eating and going on your podcast. But your boy is starving. Like I need to feed the muscles. Hugo Pearl from Twitter says, might this be a low bro attack on Watson to detract possible trade suitors? Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what's going on there, bro. All right, Montana asks, from the Beast Rider family, do you think Warner gets paid this offseason? I hope so. He deserves it. You know what? It's gonna be a tough. All the moves that GM John Lynch has always been favoring the offense. I think Kyle Shanahan has a lot to do with that. You extend Fred Warner, you extend George Kittle, who plays tight end, best All-Pro tight end in the NFL. I'm not arguing or debating that. But you also have another All-Pro in DeForest Buckner, and you let him go. You then give left tackle Trent Williams the highest paid, richest contract in NFL history. He plays offense, blindside left tackle, premium position. But still, that's a lot of money. What's going to happen to Fred Warner? All pro. It's going to be interesting. Jake Benavides, thanks for the quick update, Beast. You're very welcome, man. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Do yourself a solid, man. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can join the Beast Rider family, and you'll be entered for the Family Friday giveaways that we are giving away this Friday at 2:30 p.m. on my live stream, as I do every week. It's a weekly giveaway. So all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, engage with me like you're already doing on Facebook. Just do it on YouTube, so I know when the algorithm hits and I pull it in the system and it spits out a name, you're entered. All right. Drew Burrow says, no more excuses for Jimmy Glass. No more blaming the O-line for Jimmy's flaws. Very true, Drew. All right. Chris Quezada, what about signing Emmanuel Sanders back? Unfortunately, bro, he just inked a one-year deal. He is not coming back to the San Francisco 49ers. In fact, he is off to the Buffalo Bills. He's joining Cole Beasley and Stephon Diggs over there. And yeah, he's not coming back, bro. I hate to, not going to get it done. He's not coming back. He is not coming back. Emmanuel Sanders right here, the ticker. If you're just joining, Emmanuel Sanders also not coming back. He signed a 1 year, $6 million deal with the Buffalo Bills. Sad, sad, sad. That's who I wanted the 49ers to sign. And for 1 year, $6 million, that's a pretty sound play, right? I mean, getting Emmanuel Sanders for 1 year, $6 million. You got Jason Verrett for 5.5, whatever the number is. You got Emmanuel Mosley for 2 years for $10.1 million. Emmanuel Sanders around that ballpark, 5-6 million 1 year. Why not do it? That would have been a smart play. I'm pretty sure he would have loved a welcome back to San Francisco. He didn't want to leave. Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch both said that is one of the hardest decisions they ever had to make. Of course, it's an offensive player that they said this. Interesting. All right. Thomas Young says, subscribed, go Niners. Yup, Thomas Young subscribed to the Beast Rider family. He's all about the giveaways. He gets the notifications. He's been in our live streams, for the past 5, 6, maybe even more. You've been here a lot, Thomas Young. I see you. And I love it. I love the social media engagement here on YouTube. YouTube is the way to go. Again, if you're on Twitter, just click the link in my bio. You'll be able to subscribe to my channel, and you'll be entered for our Beast Rider family giveaways every Friday. Again, if you're on Facebook, just head over, and I'm going to throw up the ticker right now and just go to youtube.com/Beast Rider. Open that up in a new web browser. Follow your boy. So this Friday, you'll be entered for these giveaways. You're not going to be entered if you don't subscribe to my channel. And again, the whole point of it is, the social media engagement, where we're trying to build an authentic engagement here. And we don't have all just Niner fans. Like I said, I cover all 32 NFL teams, as you see here. We're talking about Emmanuel Sanders, talking about Killer Witherspoon going to the Seattle Seahawks, talking about Jacoby Brissett going to the Dolphins, the Janoris Jenkins going to the Tennessee Titans. So we have a lot of stuff to talk about here. The Jaguars, of all places, GM Trent Baalke now being the GM there, how that plays a role in the AFC South. So a lot of cool stuff. All right. So follow me. Join the Beast Rider family. We have fan bases of all 32 NFL teams, and the comments are overwhelming and awesome. It's only good vibes only. You're not going to get like people chiming in, oh, you're an idiot, you're this, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, bro. Oh, you're garbage. Oh, you're a clown. Like, no, that's not how we do it in the Beast Rider family, bro. Like, keep that on Twitter, keep that on Facebook, not on the Beast Rider family on YouTube. Ain't going to happen. And we have never had to kick anyone out of the YouTube Beast Rider family. We did have a guy on Twitter who was kind of getting racial on me with the whole Asian thing. If you guys missed that, that was interesting. And of course, it came from Twitter, who still unverifies me till this day. I still don't know why, because I changed my Twitter handle from Beast Rider _ to Beast Rider, and then I changed it back to Beast Rider _ and reached out to Twitter support. Twitter verified, who follows me because I am verified and have a verified account, and no help. So follow me on YouTube. All right, Jonathan K28, is Aziz Al-Shaair now expendable with Ibikam on the roster? Could he be a decent trade piece? No, Aziz Al-Shaair, I believe he was a free agent, right? If I'm not mistaken. Let me just look it up. I know it's early, but I'm pretty sure he's a free agent, right? Or is he under contract? If you guys know the answer. Oh, he is under contract, 2019, right? Yeah. No trade piece. I'm not high on Aziz Al-Shaair. I don't think he's good. What do you think about signing Juju Jose Marino from the Beast Rider family? Thank you for tuning in, buddy. I like Juju Smith-Schuster. However, I don't like him in San Francisco. You're basically replacing one TikTok dancer for another. Kendrick Bourne for Juju Smith-Schuster. I don't like it. I'm joking. It was a joke. Ha, ha, ha. No, but in all seriousness, I think they can get younger. I think they can find someone in the draft. I'd rather go that route because I think Juju Smith-Schuster is going to be a little too expensive for what the Niners can afford. And they have to re-sign Fred Warner. Let's do that. All right. Let's go ahead and move on. Sanjo Sunny says, from the Beast Rider family, lock in Warner and draft our future quarterback. There you go. Let's lock in Warner. Sanjo says, and draft our future quarterback. If Lance Fields are available, who do you feel would be the better pick? I would take Justin Fields over Trey Lance. Although I like Trey Lance's I like his measurables. I like what he brings to the table athletically. He has a higher ceiling, in my opinion, than Justin Fields. But as of right now, man, Justin Fields is just a better, smarter play. It's a safer pick. And Trey Lance is a proverbial boom or bust prospect, man. Only small sample size to pull from with that kid. But he's not the next Josh Allen. I hate that talk. Oh, yeah, the pro days, the next Josh Allen. Okay, calm down. Let's calm down. It's draft time. We all like making comparisons. Let's calm down. Jonathan K28 says, Cam Inman saying the 49ers are going to make a serious push to land vet starters on one-year deals, which with the promise of a title run. Okay. Makes sense. We'll see if it happens. Niners all day 55. I like Juju's. Him and Kittle would be great. All right. Niners stack up on D in the draft. Butters 49. Probably. Patrick Arribas from the Beast Rider family says, trade down and draft Najee Harris. My draft crush. Yes, again, if you guys know what I had to say, if you guys follow me on YouTube, you guys already know. Najee Harris, my draft crush. Right here. Right here. Mike Money from the Beast Rider family says, good morning, Beast. Well, good morning, Mike Money. How you doing? This is like your third live stream you caught. Probably more, actually. Always like talking to you. You're very good in your analysis. If the Niners offer Jimmy G, Warner, and 3 first-round picks, I like your analysis. I like where you're going with this. For Deshaun, sound like a fair deal? Again, I broke this down. I broke down the actual deal. If you want to know what I had to say regarding Deshaun Watson, again, if you're on YouTube, which you are, just type in Beast Rider Deshaun Watson 49ers. It'll pop up. That podcast will pop up. And it was like a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago now. But that still holds true. A lot of facts are in there. You'll see what I had to say about that. And in real time, compared to hindsight, there's a reason why I included Edge Nick Bosa as a potential trading death piece there. Tradable death piece. All right. Let's go ahead and move on. Primal Work 1 from Twitter says, damn, that's a lot of money. Dem Boys 2016 Cowboys fan. What did you mention of not getting past the Cowboys? I don't know what he means by that. Jonathan K. 20. Who says no? 49ers send Jimmy G and a future third to the Pats for 46 and Stephon Gilmore. All right. Official LA King from the Beast Rider family says, well, it seems like after all these moves, it's looking like the Niners may be getting creative at the quarterback position, but before you, does this solidify and convince you that Jimmy G might be gone? Could be gone. I mean, I'm telling you, man, if they're making a title push, are you making this title push with Jimmy Garoppolo as your quarterback? Are you guys okay with that? Getting if this is the 1 year that the Niners are going to go to the Super Bowl, do you want to put all your eggs in one basket and roll with Jimmy G? That's a good question. That is a question. That is a serious question to ask yourselves, because if Cam Inman, as what the guy just said, just reported. Let me just scroll it back. My man Jonathan K. 28. He's saying that Cam Inman is saying that the 49ers are going to make a serious push to land a vet starters on 1-year deals with a promise of a title run. If that's the case, these vets, are they going to be willing to work with Jimmy Garoppolo as their quarterback? Because I can tell you what, the first question that comes to my mind is injuries. Okay, I know he can get us there, but is this guy going to stay healthy? That's an unknown. And history tells us what? That he hasn't been able to do it, that he's been weak in the knees. So if you're a vet coming in on a 1-year deal, maybe there might be another quarterback in play. Maybe there might be another quarterback in play. Maybe that's why Fred Warner hasn't been extended. Something to think about. You heard it here on the Beast Rider family. No, I'm joking. But it is interesting. It is interesting. All right. Official LA King. Well, it seems like after all these moves, look at the Niners may be getting creative at the quarterback position. But for you, does this solidify and convince you that Jimmy G might be gone? He could be gone. He could be gone. Yes. Shea Lewis from the Beast Rider family. Do the Niners draft BPA now that they don't have a pressing need at any position? Hey, look, I'm a firm believer in drafting BPA regardless of need, no matter what happens in free agency, because if you don't, you diminish the value of the pick. We saw it with Solomon Thomas. We saw it again the very next year in 2018 with right tackle Mike McGlinchey. We saw it in 2020 with Javon Kinlaw. So we're seeing it. We're seeing it. Always go BPA, and if not, trade back and get the guy that you want at a pick where it's kind of like, okay, we're not diminishing the value pick because he was ranked here and we got him here. So it makes sense. Makes sense. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Dem Boys. It's like my boy from the Cowboys. I don't understand what this guy is saying. Am I missing something on Twitter? It's like my boy from the Cowboys. Rob Rusia 415 for the Beast Rider family. What is going on, my man? Thank you for tuning in again. I went on this live stream like what? Now we're an hour and 20 minutes in. So basically at 5 a.m. I can't even do math right now. Like, yeah, 5 a.m., right? It's 6:26 right now. So around 5:05. 5:05 in 32 seconds. Exactly. How you doing? Good morning to you. The Beast Rider family is strong. Rob Garcia 415 is part of the Beast Rider family. He says good morning to the Beast Rider family. I love it. Good vibes only here in YouTube. Not like Twitter, not like Facebook, but YouTube. YouTube is the way to go. Jake Benavides says, I subscribed on, but you're on both outlets. Yeah, that's what's up, bro. So you are Brothers 49. You are always in my live streams, bro. I see you, and I love this. I love how you're on both Facebook and YouTube, but definitely YouTube more so than Facebook. I'm telling you, man, YouTube is the way to go. And I love your analysis, bro. I love it. I love talking to you. You bring good insight. The Illuminati says, from the Beast Rider family, says, good morning, Beast. After Trent and Max signings, how do you rank the NFC West from best to worst? Well, your boy, as you can tell, didn't get much sleep last night. But in answering your question, the Seahawks are in trouble. They have no offensive line whatsoever. The Seahawks have the worst offensive line in the NFL, and that's with Dwayne Brown. The worst. Mike Iupati retired. The worst. The absolute pits. Like the Seattle Seahawks, 12th man. I bet you they can get some 12th man in the stands that play better than the guys on the field. I'm joking, but it's bad. It's that bad. And I'm not throwing shade at the 12th man. Hey, I always call it how I see it. And yeah, if the Seahawks don't have an offensive line, man, they probably the worst team in the NFC West. They probably went from first to worst in the NFC West. You look at teams like, for instance, take the 49ers. They solidified the offensive line, right? They got Trent Williams. They pick up Alex Mack. They already have right tackle Mike McGlinchey. Hopefully he has a bounce back year. They still got Laken Tomlinson. They still got Daniel Brunskill. So I think they're set. I think they're going to roll with that offensive line. I really do believe that. The Rams, they're good. They have a strong defense. Lost a defensive coordinator. It's okay. Brandon Staley's gone. It's okay. The Arizona Cardinals are making the play. So I would say it goes like this. It's hard to count out the Niners, man. It really is. With Trent Williams and Alex Mack now, it's really hard. You know, it comes down to defense, which is totally ironic because the defense has always been a staple of the better half of the last 3 years. But with DeMeco Ryans now in place, what kind of scheme are they bringing in? You not have Richard Sherman back, although you did bring back Jason Verrett, Emmanuel Mosley. Jalkowski Tart's not coming back. So Tarvarius Moore is going to be inserted as a starter moving forward. He did play well for the most part as the entrant starter. They picked up Samson Ebukam. I love saying that name. Samson Ebukam with the stop. Did you see that play by Samson Ebukam? Whoa, that was a great tackle for loss. I don't know. I just like saying Samson Ebukam. I'm not going to say Ebukam. I'm going to say Samson Ebukam. The whole name. Let's go the whole 9 yards. They got Samson Ebukam on a 2-year, $12 million deal. So that was good. And then they also brought in or re-signed, of course, the offensive lineman. So from best to worst, Niners are probably at least number 2. At least number 2 in the NFC West. Now you got to give the Rams and the Cardinals, they'll be fighting for the number 1 spot. But don't count out the Niners. I mean, they're right there. And free agency is not over, and the draft has yet to take place. So one of those other teams could be fools and make dumb plays and dumb moves that we see in every draft and be like, oh, the Niners are just going to freaking go like 13-3 this year. Look what the Seattle Seahawks did, or look what the freaking Arizona Cardinals did. Look what GM Steve Keim did. What an idiot. He should never have done that. Time will tell. But no, the Niners are right there. They're definitely at the top of the NFC West. That's my pick. That's my choice. And no, I'm not being a homer. You guys know I always keep it 100 one way or the other. And this is why you guys follow me. Because I keep it 100. I don't just put out fluff. If you want fluff, go to 49ers.com. You'll get fluff there. Jason Ellsworth from the Beast Rider family says, what about cutting or trading Jimmy now and getting a quarterback in the draft? I don't know about cutting him now. I think you would rather trade him. And getting a quarterback in the draft, it depends on what's available, but I think they're happy with where they're at. I think, seriously, they might just roll with Jimmy G. But again, if Cam Inman, if what's reported by my man Jonathan K, if he says that Cam Inman's saying and reporting that they're going after vets for a serious Super Bowl contending title and on 1-year contracts, getting guys in on 1-year contracts. If I'm a veteran, I'm not sure I want Jimmy Garoppolo to ultimately put all my eggs in one basket when I'm going to San Francisco and say, hey, you're going to take us to the Super Bowl? He ain't Joe Montana. He's not Joe Montana. But who is? But I'm just saying. Do I want Jimmy Garoppolo as my quarterback? Can he stay healthy? That's a big question. I mean, that's a question. That's a serious question. Can the guy stay freaking healthy? If he's healthy, maybe. Even then, maybe. Can you make the deep throws when it counts in the deep playoff run? Because every play counts. And if the defense knows you can't throw it deep, what's going to happen? Go ahead. Try it. We're going to bring the pressure because we know you're inaccurate on the third level. Game-changing plays in the playoffs. All it takes is one play. We all saw what happened in the Super Bowl with Emmanuel Sanders. All right. Dem Boys 2016 from Twitter. Dallas Cowboys fans, but my boy Smith with Cowboys is a beast. I have no idea what this guy is talking about. Like, I think this guy is just talking to himself. Look, he then puts offensive line tackle with the Cowboys bomb. I don't not understand what this guy's saying. I think he's just trolling. Jonathan K28 from the Beast Rider family. See, people on Twitter are so different. YouTube, very, very much different in a good way. Jonathan K28, Deshaun Watson getting sued by former Texans owner Bob McNair's next door neighbor. What? That's what this is about? This is about Deshaun Watson. Are you serious right now? Is this serious? Wait, is this a joke or is this serious? I'm trying to now. I want to do research on this. We are live right now. Is this true? Like, I am in shock right now. Like, this is literally my coffee. Like, I am woke, as they would say. I am woke, bro. What? What is going on in Houston? Houston, we have a problem. Big problem. Shannon Fields with Beast Rider family says they say the salary cap will go up about $220 million. If this is true, who cares what he gets? We also don't know how the contract is structured. Well, that may be true. Thank you for your analysis and your input, Shannon Fields, and part of the Beast Rider family. How you doing? Great name. That's my sister's name, Shannon. But getting back to your question, or getting back to your analysis, we kind of know how it's structured. He gets $55 million in guaranteed money. It's a hard versus soft cap. This is not like the NBA. So $30.1 million is in the form of a signing bonus spread over the lifelong of the contract. So we do know some details there. Thomas Young from the Beast Rider family. Draft Rondale Moore. Faster, more elusive, Debo-like player. You know, this is you're the second guy, Thomas, on the Beast Rider family who said that. There's another guy. Gosh, I'm drawing a blank. I get back to every one of my comments on my podcast, but in getting back to Rondale Moore, there's another guy who actually left a comment saying he likes Rondale Moore. And I thought that was very interesting. So, Thomas, you see the same thing that the other guy said, and I know it's not the same person because I know. And yeah, that's good stuff. Good stuff there. All right. Seth VB says Bills. Okay. Dan Boys 2016 says, what's your YouTube? What's up, buddy? Thank you for tuning in. My YouTube is just click the link in my bio. You're obviously following me, buddy. Do yourself a solid. The link is in my bio. Get your Cowboys fans in here in the Beast Rider family. Good vibes only here, obviously. And we will have a strong, healthy discussion on all things Cowboys. What are you guys going to do? How about them Cowboys? You guys have a lot of needs. You guys have a lot of needs. But, hey, you guys hold a top 10 pick. Which direction ultimately are you guys going to go in? That's what I want to know. You guys can go in a lot of different directions, Dallas Cowboys. All you Cowboys fans out there, a lot of different directions that you guys can go in, right? You can go tight end. You can hopefully Kyle Pitts falls. You obviously need interior guard help, D-line help, cornerback help. Definitely need secondary help. So it'll be interesting to see what Jerry Jones does with that first round pick. But yeah, just go ahead and click the link in my bio, bro, and you'll be entered for our Family Friday giveaways. Again, I don't care if you're a Cowboys fan. I don't care if you're a Niner fan. I don't care if you're a Seahawks fan. I don't care if you're a Steelers fan. I don't care if you're a Ravens fan. Here in the Beast Rider family, it's all about good vibes only. I want all 32 fan bases coming in to join the Beast Rider family on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel. It's all good stuff. I'm telling you, any team I talk about on my podcast, I pick up fans. Colts, there's some good Colts guys out there who really know their stuff. If you haven't seen my latest podcast on that, on right tackle Mike McGlinchey, I think it got like 80 comments. All right, Jonathan K28, Dan Orlovsky, and Louis Riddick both saying that the Patriots are looking to make a big move at quarterback. What if they got Deshaun Watson? A big move at quarterback. So are you saying Deshaun Watson or Jimmy Garoppolo? I can't wait to post that Jimmy Garoppolo going to the Patriots receipt. If you guys want to know what's going on there, I'm just going to tell you right now. Again, if you're on Twitter, just go to the link in my bio. Follow me there. But the Jimmy Garoppolo thing is real. We are seeing it. Look at Dan Orlovsky and Louis Riddick supposedly are both saying that the Patriots are looking to make a big move at quarterback. And what I say yesterday on my live stream, some people were saying, oh, no, they got Cam Newton. No. I said, don't be surprised if what? It's all in my live stream. You guys can check that out. It's all posted and timestamped. Ain't making it up. I said, don't be surprised if they go after Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm just going to put it up here. Again, this YouTube receipt that I put out and this video and this podcast I put out was probably like a month and a half ago. I don't know, 2 months ago now. Where are we in March? And I said, hey, Jimmy Garoppolo could be coming to the New England Patriots, making sense of Jimmy Garoppolo going to the New England Patriots. Got a lot of traffic, obviously, because it's Jimmy Garoppolo and it's the Patriots. Just do this. All you guys are on YouTube. Just type in Beast Rider Jimmy Garoppolo, Patriots. Boom. And again, I just put this out here because if you guys want to go ahead and search that, again, just type in my name, Beast Rider, my handle, Beast Rider, and whatever topic. Jimmy Garoppolo to Patriots, whatever. It's already there. Also, since you subscribed to, for those who subscribe to my YouTube channel already, I do have a podcast playlist, which you can see if you're on your tablet or on your cell phone. At the very top, just go to playlists. You can see all 40 of my playlists. I cover all 32 NFL teams. Just go to the team that you want. So in this case, it'd be the Patriots or the Niners. Pick your poison. And then click on that, and you'll see everything I had to say in real time and how you can compare that in hindsight as everything is timestamped, and then formulate, your thoughts there. So there you have it. Jimmy Garoppolo, again, going to the Patriots, making sense of Jimmy Garoppolo going to the Patriots. Could happen. Could very well be the play. All right, Kim Ferrison, my man from the Beast Rider family, says, good morning, Beast. I'm still drafting a lineman first, even with this signing. Hey, I cannot argue with that. Unfortunately, I'm not high on Rashawn Slater, bro. That would be the only play. At 12. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Issa Low 300. Just seen me signing Mac. Also, our line definitely looks better. Yes, we got Alex Mack. Return of the Mac. Remember that song by Mark Morrison? Maybe I should play that song. Return of the Mac. You guys remember that song? Return of the Mac? It was like back in the late 90s. Or maybe mid 90s. I don't know. Good song. I might just play it just for fun. For you Niner fans, I should just drive by Levi Stadium and then just bump up my music and play Return of the Mac, see if people understand it. If they get it, maybe get an Alex Mack jersey. Leon Rich from the Beast Rider family says, do you think signing Trent means we'll probably draft a quarterback and move off of Jimmy G since he's so expensive? Hey, $23.6 million cap savings. It's in here. Just go to the ticker. Go to YouTube search. Just YouTube search box. Beast Rider Jimmy Garoppolo. Again, any topic you want to know, just type in Beast Rider and blah. Beast Rider, blah. It's all done. It's all done for you. All right, let's go ahead and move on. I think they could move on from Jimmy Garoppolo. And as Louis Riddick and Dan Orlovsky are reporting, according to Jonathan Kay, they're looking to make a play for a quarterback. And when I say yesterday, I said yesterday, look, I know they got freaking Cam Newton signed to a 1-year deal, but don't be surprised if they make a play with Jimmy Garoppolo. It was like, nope, they got Cam Newton. I was like, yeah, that's a 1-year deal. Everything's connected. I'm telling you, everything is connecting. Now, I did miss on Trent Williams. I admit when I'm wrong on my YouTube receipts, and I did get it wrong with Trent Williams. Big whoop-de-doo. First time in a long time I got anything wrong. So, with that being said, I was due to get one wrong. But it made sense, though, right? Look at what he got. Richest freaking guy in NFL history from the offensive lineman position. $138.06 million over the course of the next 6 years with $55 million in guaranteed. That's crazy talk for a guy who's 33 years old. Crazy. 33 plus 6 is 39 years old. The guy ain't going to play till he's 39, I tell you that. All right. Jason Ellsworth says, Niners just signed Alex Mack. It's official. Yes. And they got Alex Mack. That is very true. All right. As I'm doing this live stream, Shu Low from Facebook says, you're giving Jimmy toys because you heard something? LOL. I don't know. Am I? Maybe if you follow me on the Beast Rider family and the YouTube channel, you would know. All right. That's funny, though. It is very kept inside of its packaging. Because, Jimmy Garoppolo is fragile. That's a joke. I'm just joking. Not throwing shade at you, Jimmy Garoppolo. It's just early. Your boy is tired. All right. Sanjo Sunny from the Beast Rider family. Man, sign Fred Warner, though. I believe they will sign him pretty soon. I think you're just saying that. You said, man, sign Fred Warner, though. As in, like, come on. Why aren't they doing it? And their second part says, but I believe they will sign him pretty soon. I like how you did that, Sanjo Sunny. That's the fan in us, right? That's the fan in us where we're like, crap. Do it. It's going to get done. I like that. Awesome. We all have that. Me included. We all have that in us. That's what I love about the Beast Rider family. We keep it 100. All right. James Hyman the second says, the Empire will be good this coming year. I can't wait. Go Niners. Butters49, who is also part of the Beast Rider family, says, I think Grant Cohn gave McGlinchey the McFloppy name. Oh, got it. All right, Issa Low 300. Fred Warner will be in trade package for Watson. Go right here. Jimmy Garoppolo to Patriots. There's going to be a few things that pop up. And if you want to see the Fred Warner take on that, on going to Houston, again, go ahead and check that out too. Just type in Beast Rider, Fred Warner, or you wouldn't type in Fred Warner. Type in Beast Rider, Deshaun Watson, 49ers. Fred Warner will be included in that trade package or a possible trade package. Now, do I want that to happen? Absolutely not. Everyone knows I'm tied to Fred Warner. I believe he's due a front-loaded deal. However, could a contract snag come into play like DeForest Buckner? I said that even during the season, and people were like, "No, what are you talking about? He's under contract." Okay, watch. Niners wouldn't do that, bro. Well, they did with DeForest Buckner. We said the same thing. John Lynch said he loves him. He said the same thing about DeForest Buckner. He's a foundational core player. Said that same thing about DeForest Buckner. Jonathan K28 says, from the Beast Rider family, Lamar Miller to Washington football team. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Let's go ahead and move on. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and shoot them my way. I'll be more than happy to answer that the best I can. And Luke Mitchell says, DJ Shark is gone, I thought. No, he's still on the Jacksonville Jaguars. As far as I'm concerned, as far as I'm doing this live stream, I think he's still on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Why wouldn't he be? He's a 2018 second-round pick. But if I'm mistaken, I think he's on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Someone tell me. I'm doing a live stream. How the heck would I know? Did he get released or something? Because as far as I know, he's on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Right? I'm pretty sure I'm right. Like, if he got released or traded or something like that, and something I don't know about, that's news. I will definitely transition into that because DJ Shark is definitely a top young wide receiver. Definitely has the talent to be a top 10 wide receiver in my book. All right, Mr. Big Stevo from Twitter. Overpaid for Trent. Dude's 33. Deserves the money, though. Happy for Hun. But he says happy for him. Got it. Joe Mendo said, from the Beast Rider family says, Cowboys. What's going on, Joe Mendo? How you doing, buddy? Thank you for tuning in and joining the Beast Rider family. I see you, bro. I know you're a big Cowboys fan. Again, we have Cowboys fans here. We have Seahawks fans in here. Everybody's good vibes only. Niner fans, of course. Steelers fans, of course. Colts fans. Ravens fans. Bears fans. It's all 32. All in one. I love it. I love the social media engagement here in the Beast Rider family. And look, we're doing big things here. In the next few days, big things are going to be popping off. I'm telling you guys, and if you don't subscribe to my channel, you're going to wish you did. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. Niners all day 55. Beast Rider family says, East, I love 30. I'd rather give them Bosa, but it looks like Warner, sadly. Rome the Upsetter, how you doing, my man, for the Beast Rider family? Always looking forward to what you have to say. Yes, sir, Mac and Trent. Fire. All right. D-Tau 227 says overpaid for Trent Williams from the Beast Rider family. Interesting. Romero Puentes, amigo, good morning. Go ask. Hey, Romero Puentes from the Beast Rider family. I guess you're an Aztec fan too. I attended San Diego State. Yes, I got my degree in business management. Still keep in touch with my professor who's in charge of the School of Business there, in Mr. Professor William Sandwald, or Bill Sandwald. Great guy. Professor Sandwald, I know you're watching. You follow me on my live stream and my YouTube. We discussed about this. He is a big sports fan. Looking back, I don't think he thought I would be working in the NFL media. I think he saw me more as an entrepreneur, which I am. This is my business, but doing something corporate, working at a Silicon Valley tech firm, that's not the case. Working in somewhere in like biotech sales, not the case. He's very happy from what I'm doing, and he likes seeing me on social media. Thinks I should be re-verified too. Just because I changed my Twitter handle from BeastRider_ to BeastRider, now I just change it back to BeastRider_. Now I'm trying to look to get verified back on Twitter. But everyone's asking me, is that really you? It's like, oh my gosh, do I have to go through this again? Yes, it's me. What happened to your verified badge, bro? I'm like, oh my God. Ask Twitter. They don't get back to me. I don't get a support ticket. There's no help there. Joe Mendo from the Beast Rider family. So Andy Dalton to the Bears. So who will be the Cowboys? Who will the Cowboys say? I think Dak will still be in recovery. Maybe they draft someone. Project Mac from the Beast Rider family said they're going to draft quarterback, then trade or cut Jimmy G to sign Fred Warner. What do you think? I mean, $23.6 million. That's what you're looking at, guys. To wipe your hands clean of Jimmy G, it's going to cost $23.6 million. And excuse me, I get some water here. Your boy is hungry and thirsty. And again, did you guys know that you're supposed to drink at least 46 liters of water every day? I'm serious. 46 liters of water. This is 40 ounces. This is how I keep track. This is a day in the life of Beast. I drink literally 3 of these every day. I'm not joking. This is 40 ounces of water. And people are saying, oh, these are cool stickers. Well, it's my company. Bay Area Rooted LLC. Yes, that's my company. Bay Area Rooted. So a lot of the players, like the Niners, they all wear it. People who aren't on the Niners, who go elsewhere, they all wear my clothes. Support the fam. So, yeah, anyways. But getting back to it, did you guys know you're supposed to be drinking 46 liters of water? So, you guys know I'm just not about football. I'm football and fitness. That's what we do here in the Beast Rider family. So, it's very important to get your water intake in. Why? Well, it just helps with everything, processing, to say the least. And if you're wondering why, you have coloration in certain, when you go to the bathroom, it's because you're probably dehydrated, not drinking enough water. Your your urination should be clear. And so that's why you have to drink lots of water. I legit drink 4 to 6 liters of water every single day. That's like a gallon of water. You know those people that go to the gym that carry that gallon of water that you get at Safeway? Yeah. I'm that guy, but I don't carry that jug. I'm not that dude. So I'd rather just do it in here and be discreet about it and just fill this bad boy up like 4 or 6 times rather than just carry a big ass jug with me, big old jug, and just be like, yeah, dude, like, look at me. I'm cool drinking water, pounding water. Paul III from the Beast Rider family says, it's not a front-loaded deal, though. Okay. Joe Mendo, who will back up Dak Prescott now that Andy Dalton is gone? That's a great question. They have to find somebody, right? The Dallas Cowboys have to find somebody because I don't think they have much. They did have that backup quarterback. What was his name? I have to look him up against the Steelers where he balled out. And it was like, what the heck? Where did this guy come from? Yeah, they need somebody. I remember they almost ended the Steelers' winning streak in that game. I believe ultimately the Steelers came out on top. If I'm not mistaken. But yeah, the backup quarterback, it's going to be interesting. I don't know who it's going to be. I have no idea who it's going to be. Definitely not Andy Dalton. He's not there no more. So they're going to draft somebody. I think they're going to draft somebody. To get back to your question, I think they will draft somebody. Now, ultimately, who that player is going to be, I don't know. All right. Facebook question. Good morning. So stoked for the season. Yes. Or I thought it was a question. We are all stoked. Luke says, what's the word on Jalen Hurd? Ooh, let's have some Jalen Hurd talk, some Niner talk. Well, what's going on with Jalen Hurd, bro? I don't know. I don't know if he's ever going to see the field again. The guy's been injured. Couldn't even make a trip to watch games, I heard, right? Wasn't the report out that he couldn't even go because of his injuries? Is the guy ever going to see the field? The guy was a monster in preseason. We saw what he can do. He's the gadget player. He's the X factor. If he's healthy, my gosh, you do not have to look for a wide receiver in free agency. You don't have to look at a Juju Smith-Schuster. You don't have to look for a Will Fuller. You have Jalen Hurd. I don't know. As the guy's not healthy, man. Damaged goods? Probably. Fernando Medina from the Beast Rider family. Hey, man, I'm lost now. Is there any money left to get other players we need for this upcoming season? And does this mean Jimmy is on his way out? Jimmy could definitely be on his way out. $23.6 million. He has a $26 million cap hit. So if he doesn't restructure, which I don't think he will, he might be traded to the New England Patriots. Again, just go to Beast Rider quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo, and you will see what I have to say about that. Again, if you're just tuning in, breaking news. the 49ers have re-signed Trent Williams to a 6-year, $138.06 million contract with $55 million in guaranteed. Big news, big news. Big dude, big news for the San Francisco 49ers. He gets the richest deal in NFL history for any offensive lineman, which is awesome. Good for him. And again, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have yet to do so. Just do that right now, www.youtube.com/BeastRider. So you'll be entered for the Family Friday giveaways, which includes this Jimmy Garoppolo bobblehead, which everyone's talking about because everyone's wondering, hey, is he going to be back? I got you covered. And we are giving away this 49ers backpack, courtesy of yours truly, complete with the NFL licensing logo on it. Again, if you're not a Niner fan, not to worry. Just go ahead to the team store and pick up a $25 value if you're the chosen winner. And I will go ahead and I will get that for you. Good stuff that we got going on here in the Beast Rider family. So if you're on Twitter, the link is always in my bio. Just click the link in my bio. It's up there 24/7, 365. If you're on Facebook, just open up a new web browser. Go to youtube.com/BeastRider. You can subscribe there. If you're on YouTube, just hit the lower red screen that you see here, that lower red button in the lower right-hand corner of your screen as you stay up to date on all things Beast in real time. All right, let's go ahead and get to your questions. Nick Castillo, signed Max, signed Trent. We got McFloppy just for Jimmy G. I like the laughing emoji. I like that, Nick. You think we'll go for Watson? Watson will love this O-line. Hey, again, to answer your question, don't be surprised if it happens. What did I say for those who follow me on YouTube? In my podcast, I said what? Deshaun Watson, the 49ers are intrigued, or 49ers getting Deshaun Watson is the most intriguing option. That's what I said. What happened 2 weeks, 3 weeks later? Deshaun Watson was then intrigued by the San Francisco. Go figure. Same words. Go figure. That's why you guys follow me. Anyways, don't believe me? Watch my podcast. I'm going to put it up here for you because I think it holds weight, and it does. Just write this, and you'll be good to go. YouTube search Beast Rider Deshaun Watson to 49ers. The title should be Making Sense of Deshaun Watson to 49ers, but you can just type this in, YouTube search this. It's all there. All right, I'll leave it up there for you for a little bit. Date on for the Beast Rider family. I swear, if we get Watson, oh my God, we're going to the Super Bowl. I'm pretty sure, watch, as I'm doing this live stream, someone's going to tell me, we got Deshaun Watson. And then I'm going to be like, oh, crazy. All right. It could be a three-way trade. Could also be a three-way trade. I wouldn't be surprised if a three-way trade. Wow, there are a lot of questions in here. I am really behind on these questions. It's going to be Goodwin, who they just brought back, or I'm sure the front office is counting on Jalen Hurd again. Ronnie Durham, thank you for your question for the Beast Rider family or your analysis. For those who don't know, yes, Marquise Goodwin was reverted back to the Niners. The Niners now have to give up a 7th-round pick to the Eagles, if you guys haven't heard. All right. Let's go ahead and move on and answer your questions. If you have any questions, shoot them my way. I'll be more than happy to answer them. Wow, I can't believe it's 6:59 right now, and we are almost heading into 2 hours into this live stream. A lot of stuff to talk about. What do you guys think about the Bears and the Kansas City Chiefs, both fighting for Trent Williams services along with the 49ers? Were they even in play? Like, if you're GM Brett Veach or Ryan Pace from the Chicago Bears, and you're and Trent Williams comes to you and says, "Hey, dude, like, the Niners are offering me a 6-year, $138.06 million contract. Can you guys beat that?" Hello? Like, I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Like, nope. But the Niners did it. Hey, the Niners did it. And is it a lot of money? It's the richest deal in NFL history for an offensive lineman. So the answer is yes. I highly doubt the Chiefs or Bears were actual players for this deal because the reports came out yesterday, 4-year, $80 million contract, which is a huge discrepancy there because he just inked a 6-year 100 and what is it, 138.06, which averages out to 20 million a year, not 20 million a year. Huge difference there, and there's more years on the contract. Interesting. All right. It's a low 300 says. He said yesterday he wanted to play for the Broncos or Niners. Think Jets and Miami out of the running for Watson. Broncos or Niners. Jets and Miami out of the running. Time will tell. All right. Thomas Young for the Beast Rider fans says eat. Yes. So I'm catching up on these comments. Detail 220 says eat like you've never eaten before. Hey, I'm going to eat because I'm hungry. I just want, again, this is not a paid post, but anyways, everyone shops at Costco. I used to work at Costco. Used to be the morning stalker there. But hey, check this out, dude. Get their almond butter, dude. The almond butter is fire. I'm telling you, it's organic. Before it wasn't organic, but this is what I always get. Like for my prep, I get this. You guys want to know what I eat? I'm going to show you right now. This is some day in the life of Beast right here. You guys know what the day in the life of Beast is. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I've been doing it for like 4 years now. My Fitspiration, my workout videos, we're always on Instagram. But check this out. See, you take a Rice Krispie treat, right? Take the Rice Krispie treat, whatever. This is Breakfast of Champions right here. And then you just dip it like so. Right? Looks delicious, right? And then you just put it in your mouth. It's weird to talk with the mouthful, but it's so good. Yeah. Anyways. Delicious. It's called the Beast Special. Good. All right. Let me just get this in. All right. Charles from the Panthers fan says, good morning, bro. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much. Appreciate the love. So rude talking with my mouth full. All right. Romero Puncher says, what's this mean for Fred Warner? Good question. What is going to happen with Fred Warner? That's what I want to know. What's going to happen with Fred Warner? Gadden from the Beast Rider family says, Watson literally have all the weapons if he comes here. He has Shanahan, one of the best coaches, a top 5 offensive line. Debo, the best tight end. Ayuk, and defense is solid. Yeah. Defense is solid, but not as solid as in years past. I would say not as solid as in years past. All right. Don said, I feel like Fred is going to be home when I rather get rid of Bosa. Oh, gone. So he believes they're going to get rid of Fred Warner, not Nick Bosa. That could very well be the play too. That could very well be the play. All right, let's go ahead and take your questions. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and shoot them my way. I'm just going to put it up on the banner and the ticker here, and then we'll get going. If I had one, do I even have that banner anymore? Do I have to create that banner, recreate it? No, it's right here. Boom. All right, so ask me any questions, guys. I got you covered. It is Wednesday. Your boy is up now, going on 2 hours on this live stream. Hey, I didn't get much sleep last night. I'm sure you didn't either. Or you probably did. And you're probably like, oh, what the heck? Beast Rider's going live right now. You're probably looking at this like, he's never going live this early. What's going on? Well, Trent Williams is going on, man. That's what's happening. That is what's happening. Trent Williams is now officially back with the 49ers. If you're just missing it, signed a 6-year, $138.6 million contract, $55 million in guarantee. All right. Cool. All right. Corey Brown from the Beast Rider family says, well, we got Marquise Goodwin back and lost to 7th. Yay. Yeah. Taylor Moe from the Beast Rider family. If you break it down after removing the signing bonus, he'll only getting 17.18 million annually. That is an excellent deal and should become even more excellent after the cap goes up. Thank you for your question, or thank you for your analysis, Taylor Moe. I appreciate it, but you do have to include the signing bonus. That's part of the APY, annual per year. Like when I break it down, that's how I do it. Like, because the signing bonus is spread over the lifelong of the contract. So you divide his signing bonus, which is 55 divided by 6, or 55 divided by 6, and you spread that in each one of those years. So I include that in the APY. Again, guaranteed money is very important in the NFL because, again, it's not like the NBA where it's a hard cap versus soft cap. We know what's going on there. All right, Thomas Young, can we pay Warner in Bitcoin? Oh, that's funny. We are getting Thomas Young has jokes for days. Can we play Warner in Bitcoin? That's funny. Fred Warner Sr. says, I like what the Niners is doing on offense, but defense wins championships. They need to figure out how to keep my boy in San Fran, quarterback on defense. Look at this. Again, Fred Warner Sr.'s, he follows me. This is Fred Warner's dad. Always shows the Beast Rider family love. Always shows me love. Part of the Beast Rider family. Look at what he's saying here. I'm going to leave this up here. We're going to discuss about this because I've been saying this since day one, and you guys know this. Defense does win championships, which is probably why Jerry Rice unfollowed me when I said that, and I tweeted that. You probably didn't like that. It's like, no offense wins. No, at the end of the day, defense wins championships, bro. Like, let me tell you, all right? I agree everything that Fred Warner Sr. is saying right now. 110%. You guys know how I feel about Fred Warner. But it's true. Look, let's break it down what he's saying. I like what the Niners is doing on offense, right? Solidify the offensive line. Do it. You have to do it. But defense wins championships. Again, why did I say that GM John Lynch should be on the hot seat? Because he favors what? Offensive players. And that maybe has a lot to do with who? Kyle Shanahan. Because what? He's an offensive guy. You have an all-pro. You extend you extend George Kittle, all-pro. You have another all-pro, DeForest Buckner. You ship him out. You then re-sign left tackle Trent Williams to the richest contract in NFL history. He plays what? Offense. What about Fred Warner, the best middle linebacker in the NFL currently? All-pro. What's going to happen to him? Is he going to get shipped out? I'm just saying. Look. Quarterback on defense is Fred Warner. And people would say, oh, no, we can find someone that... No, you can't. You cannot find anyone in the draft on Fred Warner's level. I am sorry. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Definitely not going to happen. So I would say that's a hard no. I don't think that's going to be in play. I don't think that's going to be likely. You're not going to find the next Fred Warner because he's the best middle linebacker in the NFL. And people would say he's not worth $20 million a year because he plays middle linebacker or inside linebacker. No. That's don't say that. Because anyone who plays football or knows football knows the quarterback of the defense is the middle linebacker. Look at the great middle linebackers in the NFL over the course of history. Patrick Willis. What did he play? Middle linebacker, inside linebacker. Ray Lewis, Baltimore Ravens. Middle linebacker, inside linebacker. Dick Butkus, inside linebacker. Mike Singletary, inside linebacker, Chicago Bears. Brian Urlacher, inside linebacker, middle linebacker. Right? So to say that a player is not worth X amount of dollars, who's going to make the play calls? Who's going to be the heart and soul of the defense? You take out Fred Warner, you take out the heart and the soul for the second consecutive year. Just saying. Fred Warner Sr., I'm with you, buddy. 110%. You are spot on. Again, thank you for supporting me. You've always been supporting me since day one, joining the Beast Rider family here on YouTube. It's always fun talking to you. And you always tune in to my live streams. I love it. I wouldn't be here without you. So thank you. Appreciate it. What's going on with Fred Warner? That's what I want to know. What is going on with Fred Warner? All right. Dad on for the Beast Rider family on YouTube says literally all the Niners have to do is get Mac Jones in the draft and we're going to the Super Bowl or somebody else other than Jimmy. Yep, pretty much. Weak in the knees like SWV. Kim Ferrison. Yes, every time I say weak in the knees, which I I went on a podcast and I said, is Jimmy G weak in the knees? That's what I said on my podcast. And then people were like, it reminds me of SWV. And I was like, oh my gosh. Hey, SWV, if you don't know, look it up on YouTube. Everything's on YouTube. Look up weak in the knees. If you're old like me, I'm 37 years old. Your boy is 37, believe it or not. Weak in the Knees by SWV, one of the all-time classics songs. I might be bumping that today just for you, Kim. Maybe that'll be playing in the background of my next podcast. I get so weak in the knees. Great song. I can hardly speak. Yeah, I can't sing much. You know, this is the American Idol, but SWV, Weak in the Knees, look it up. Great song. I'm not joking. It's a classic. It's a classic. It's like Jodeci. Jodeci's awesome too. All right, Mello from the Beast Rider fan says, hey, Ryan, didn't get the notification for your live stream, so now I'm an hour behind and playing catch-up. Oh, Mello, that's horrible. Do yourself a favor. Be sure for everyone, you're not the first person that's having this problem. You're not the first person that's having this problem, which is very concerning. Do yourself a solid and do me a solid. Flip on and turn on the bell notification so you get notified when I go live or when I upload content. That's why I always say in all my podcasts, because either people forget to do it, or if they do it, and then you can come back and tell me. Then I would say, okay, well, go to YouTube directly, because obviously there's something on their end that they're not handling. So make sure you do that. Just flip on and turn on the bell notifications so you get notified when I go live or when I go or when I post up content. So don't worry on this live stream. You're good, dude, because after the recording, it's all recorded anyways. People watch it later, hours later. Like, I'm putting this up. We're 2 hours into the stream. People are going to be watching this on the lunch break after it concludes, and it's still going to hold up. Diners All Day 55 says, I don't like Mac Jones for the Beast Rider family. Oh, I like Mac Jones. Don't do that. I'm a Roll Tide fan. Roll Tide, roll. All right. Dad, I'm for the Beast Rider family. Why? Who do you like? I would love to do some research. Who do I like for what? Oh, for quarterback. Okay. Quarterback, I like Zach Wilson. I already broke that down in an earlier podcast. In fact, I did one on Jimmy Garoppolo's eventual successor. If you want to Beast Rider YouTube that one, that bad boy, go ahead and do that. Just type in Jimmy Garoppolo successor or Jimmy Garoppolo backup quarterback. I don't know. Beast Rider, whatever it is you want to know. I talked about Zach Wilson. I like Zach Wilson. Oh, Niners All Day 55 says, okay, I like Zach Wilson. There you go. We all like Zach Wilson here in the Beast Rider family. Beast Rider family is strong. Awesome. Lunar Mystic says, good morning. Good morning, Lunar Mystic from the Beast Rider family. I see you. How do we sign Trent before Warner? Hey, that's a great question. Fred Warner's dad was just on here on the Beast Rider family. He watches all my live streams, subscribes to my YouTube channel, really supportive guy. Obviously, the Warner family supports me. You guys know I broke the news back on November 3rd, and everyone's like, no, this is fake news. Oh, yeah, okay, here we are now. How fake is it? It's real. Boom, catching out another YouTube receipt. Bam. But no. Interesting. And why'd I write a podcast up that GM John Lynch should be on the hot seat? Well, he only makes plays for the offense side of the football. So I'm going to put pressure on John Lynch to resign my man Fred Warner. This is on you, John Lynch. Resign Fred Warner. Do it now before it's too late. You can watch a podcast on that, and that's the title. Before it's too late, Fred Warner. Type that into the YouTube search engine. Bam. Beast Rider approved. All right. I don't know. I guess, Trent Williams is definitely the more pressing need because he's a free agent. ultimately, it had to be made. The decision had to be made. But did they overpay for Trent Williams? Did they give him a little too much money? Was he being a little too greedy? I mean, I tell you what, I was wrong on that YouTube receipt. I'll admit when I'm right, and I'll admit when I'm wrong, and I'm not wrong a lot. Like, this is the first time I've been wrong a long time, but I was wrong about Trent Williams, right? What I say on my live stream, I'll put myself on. I don't care. I said Kyle Juszczyk or Jason Verrett or Trent Williams. It's going to come down to A or B. I said this. I said it on what, 5, 6 live streams now, 4 or 5 other separate podcasts that weren't recorded live, posted it up here, right? You guys know my take on that. I said the sweet spot was $18 million. What did he get? It was reported he got a 4-year, $80 million contract, $20 million APY. Well, that was false, because what did he ultimately get? He got a 6-year, $138.06 million contract, $23 million APY with $55 million in guaranteed. No one saw that coming. No one. Nobody. Except Greg Rosenthal of NFL.com, who said that Trent Williams is going to reset the free agent market, and he did, in a decreased salary cap. If you don't follow Greg Rosenthal from NFL.com, I am giving Greg Rosenthal so much love right now because, again, I really respect his analysis. There's a reason why I take his analysis and then compare what I think compared to his, because he's the standard. Greg Rosenthal is great. If you guys don't know who Greg Rosenthal, look him up. Greg Rosenthal, NFL.com, Rosenthal, Greg with 2 G's. Awesome. Greg Rosenthal is amazing. I follow the guy, and he really brings good stuff. He said that Jason Verrett would sign a 1-year deal. Boom. Cashing in on that receipt, he signed a 1-year deal. He said that Trent Williams is going to reset the market. Boom. Highest paid, richest contract for an NFL offensive lineman. He must know somebody on the Niners. I'm just saying. All right. Niners all day 55. All right. So let's go ahead and move on. Anthony Martinez says Aldon Smith. You guys, everybody's talking about Aldon Smith coming to San Francisco. And look, I can see it happening. I can see Aldon Smith coming back to the Bay. But ultimately, what do you guys want? You guys want Aldon Smith, or you guys want to get someone in the draft? I told you this edge class is weak sauce. That's why the Tennessee Titans went out and made a play for Bud Dupree. They hold the 18th overall pick or something like that. Oh, no, 22nd overall pick or something like that. Right? So an edge would be available like a Xavier Collins, but no. If you had these edge rushers coming out of any other draft class, they would not be considered first-round picks. I tell you that, number one. Number two, I don't even consider them borderline second-round picks at best. At best. Now, I do like Quincy Roche at University of Miami. If you caught my earlier podcast on my top 5 Senior Bowl prospects going into that Senior Bowl, you would know I had very nice things to say about Quincy Roche. And everyone was like, who's Quincy Roche? I was like, you're going to watch. Watch Quincy Roche and Carlos Basham, and those guys shined. All right, in the game. All right. Dad on says, I laugh every time he talks about Cowboys, and Beast is confused. Yeah, I was confused. I didn't know what I honestly, I had no idea what was going on. I don't know. I don't know what was going on there. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Don Trail from Facebook, did we overpay Trent Williams? I believe we did, my man. I believe we did overpay for Trent Williams. My sweet spot was $18 million. That's my sweet spot. Why? Because when you look at what David Bakhtiari is getting, right, $23 million, and then you take into account what Ronnie Stanley is getting, who is 30 or younger, right? We're talking about 30 or younger players who played the blind side left tackle, best at the position, at a premium position. Well, he's getting paid $19.7 million APY. Trent Williams is definitely better than Taylor Lewan and Garrett Bowles for the Tennessee Titans and Denver Broncos, who get 17 and 16 million. And he surely should get more than Nate Solder, who just restructured his deal, who was getting 15.5 million, because Nate Solder is 33 years old, like Trent Williams is, but he restructured his deal. So he's definitely better than those guys. So definitely better than 17 million. But should he be getting paid more than 19.7 that Ronnie Stanley's getting? I wouldn't do it. I think the sweet spot would have been $18 million. He ultimately got $23 plus million, being the highest paid offensive lineman in NFL history. Hey, my hat's off to him. I'm not hating, man. This is NFL is a business. He got paid in his last contract ever. He is set for life. Not that he wasn't set for life before, but he is set for generations and generations coming up. 138 million. I mean, that's crazy. That is for a guy who's 33 years old and strikes a 6-year deal as if he's in the prime of his career, which he still is, but I think he's tailoring off. I mean, I don't see him playing until he's 39. Amazing that he pulled off this contract. Silverback, silver dollars all around for you, bro. You're awesome. You're awesome. All right. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's get back to some of your questions. I love that stuff that's coming through. You guys are all on it. Love it. I am really behind on this stuff. All right. Juan Rivera from the Beast Rider family says, do 49ers trade JG with a vet quarterback on draft or draft a quarterback based off the recent free agent signings? Thank you for your question, Juan. Good morning. Welcome to the Beast Rider family. Again, for those who don't know, I got no sleep or little sleep. That's why there's bags on my eyes. Your boy's about to freaking, I don't know what time it was. It's 7:22 right now. We've been on this live stream for 2 hours and 15 minutes now. But getting back to your question, yes, I think that Jimmy Garoppolo ultimately can be traded. Now, will he get traded? It depends, right? What are the 49ers willing to give up or willing to accept for Jimmy Garoppolo? And what team is willing to give up the tradable assets? Common sense would tell us a second-round pick and you're good. But what if you're looking at a Deshaun Watson? Could a three-way trade be in play? Because ultimately, Jimmy Garoppolo is tied to the New England Patriots. If there's one team that's going to make a trade for Jimmy Garoppolo, it's going to be the New England Patriots. Let's not get it twisted. It's not going to be any one of these other teams like the New York Jets. The New York Jets could for Sam Darnold, right? Straight up. Just trade those guys along with draft picks, and then you'll be set there. Maybe working a few players. Like a Fred Warner could be part of that deal for draft picks because the Jets have multiple first-round picks. I broke up that trade scenario. There's a lot of different scenarios that can take place. That's my saying. That's my thinking. And we're just going to have to see how that one plays out, man. We're just really going to have to see how this one plays out because ultimately, I think the best play would be to trade Jimmy Garoppolo. You save $23.6 million off your cap. You can then roll those savings into re-signing Fred Warner. Resign Fred Warner. Why not resign Fred Warner? You're going to need to do it. All right. Lunar Mystic from the Beast Rider family says, Pats, please take Jimmy. So, agreed. Wants Jimmy. All right. Niners All Day 55 from the Beast Rider family. We get way more cap for people like Juju and other needs rather than keeping Jimmy Garoppolo. All right. Greg Kennedy Jr., thank you for tuning in. Bro, you're always on Facebook, man. Get yourself a YouTube channel so you can subscribe to my channel. Again, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel, go ahead and do that. Again, join the Beast Rider family here on YouTube. This is the way to go because if you don't, you won't be entered for our Family Friday giveaways. So we are giving away this Jimmy Garoppolo bobblehead complete with the NFL license right here. You see that NFL license sticker. Boom. Straight inside its box. And then we're also giving away a 49ers backpack. Complete with the NFL license. Serial number. Again, good stuff here, guys. And again, how do you do that? Well, if you're on Facebook right now, do yourselves a solid. Open a new web browser. You see that ticker right there? Just go to youtube.com/BeastRider. I know you guys all have a YouTube account. Subscribe to me, and you'll be entered for the giveaways. Simple as that. Engage with me. Talk to me like you guys are doing on this live stream. Like the videos. All that good stuff. Also, if you're not on Facebook, which anyone can do this on anyways, just open up a browser. You can follow me there. But if you're on Twitter, click the link in my bio. Just simply click the link in my bio. It's up there 24/7, 365. It takes you straight to my YouTube channel. And if you're on YouTube itself right now, there's a red box always in the lower right-hand corner of my screen of all my podcasts. So during any podcast, whether it's live, whether it's recorded, you can click there and subscribe easily. And then read the comments and engage with me. The number one thing I want you guys to do, aside from subscribing and turning on and flipping on the bell notifications after you subscribe to my channel, because that way you won't get notified. So be sure after you subscribe to flip on and turn on the bell notification so you get notified when I go live or upload content. The next thing that you guys really need to do is just engage with the comments, or just read them. If you're not one to like leave analysis or anything like that, that's fine. Read the comments. A lot of good stuff here. And again, we have all 32 fan bases in the Beast Rider family. So again, we have Cowboys fans, we have Packers fans, we have Steelers fans, Panthers fans, Cardinals fans, Ravens fans, Bears fans, a lot of Bears fans actually, a lot of Steelers fans, a lot of Colts fans. Good stuff. Good stuff we got going here in the Beast Rider family. Big things are coming. And you guys tell me what you guys want. Obviously, you're my eyes and ears. You're my audience. So you tell me what you like. You tell me what you don't like. You tell me what you want more of. I'll be able to accommodate those needs. I know a lot of you guys wanted some kind of talk show in host, like where you guys call in. I'm going to be doing that. Still working on how to do that. Don't worry. We're going to get that straightened out. That's going to be fun. Having people call in and be like, "What's up, Beast? How you doing, bro?" Yeah. All right. Niners All Day 55 said Watson came out today and said he would like to play for the Niners or Broncos. Hopefully it's the Niners in the end. Dude, if Deshaun Watson comes to the San Francisco 49ers, you know darn well that Fred Warner or Nick Bosa are going to be part of that trade. You guys know that, right? Legit know that if Deshaun Watson comes to San Francisco, say bye to Fred Warner or Nick Bosa. Or both. You're going to have to give up the farm, dude. Like, it's not easy. It's not as easy as saying, okay, we get Deshaun Watson and we're going to keep all our assets and just give away draft picks. No. If you're Nick Caserio, you're not going to leverage that trade with draft capital because you're not getting anything in guaranteed return. You want a good ROI, what's called a return on your investment. How do you get a good return on investment? By leveraging this trade with a guaranteed player who you know that the Houston fans won't be calling for your neck as the first blockbuster deal as the team's GM and trading away your franchise quarterback and only getting potentially draft picks who may or may not pan out. Because we know every year this guy's going to be the next great thing. And it's like, what the heck? Oh, Robert Galloway is going to be the next blindside left tackle. And then they kick him into guard. Drafted what? Number 2 overall by the Raiders. Oh, Jamarcus Russell's going to be, he has arm strength and chuck it 100 yards downfield from LSU going number 1. And what happened? Every year it happens. Every single year we see these guys not pan out. We see some guys pan out too, but then also there's a lot of busts. So there's no guaranteed. It's a coin flip at best. It's a coin flip at best. No one knows the future. No one's God. No one knows the future, right? So with that saying, hey, anything can happen. So if you're going to leverage a trade for Deshaun Watson, if you guys want Deshaun Watson, let's be real about it. Just keep in mind that in getting Deshaun Watson in your head, you're giving up at least Nick Bosa or Fred Warner. At least, at the very, 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 very minimum. At the very minimum. Period. All right. Hugo Pearl from Twitter says, with no Warner extension, do you potentially see him as part of a trade package for Watson? Absolutely. Absolutely, I did. And again, this got good feedback. There's now news that reported by my man Jonathan Kay that Dan Orlovsky is reporting that the Patriots are in play for a quarterback. They're making a play for a quarterback. What I say yesterday on my live stream, everyone's talking about, oh no, Ryan, Beast, you're wrong, bro, because we had the Patriots just signed Cam Newton. I was like, don't be surprised that Jimmy Garoppolo pops up. And what's happened today? What's happened today? Patriots are in play for a quarterback? This is why you guys follow me. I'm telling you. I see it. I see it. It's very interesting. Yes, to get back to your question, yes, that's why I did all these Fred Warner trades. Again, this is a good one to put up. Got a lot of good feedback on this bad boy. Go ahead and look up this YouTube podcast video that I put up in regards to Fred Warner possibly going to the Dolphins or Jets. And this was before Fred Mosley. I'm getting people's names mixed up now. I'm just crossbreeding names, or cross-referencing names. YouTube search Beast Rider, Fred Warner, Dolphins or Jets. I put up a podcast on that, along with Deshaun Watson possibly being traded to the Houston Texans. You can look up that one. That was on the ticker just moments ago. But look at this one. I put this one out before the rumors were coming out that the Jets were trading and shopping around CJ Mosley, the highest paid inside linebacker in the NFL in terms of guaranteed money. This was put out before. Look at the timestamp. Look at the engagement. Look at the comments. You don't think, after me breaking the Fred Warner news on November 3rd, I don't know what I'm talking about. Try me. I'm just saying, let's keep it 100. All right. Issa low 300. We will cut Jimmy, put Warner in a package deal for Watson. There you go. Here we go. Niners all day 55. I'm going to miss Warner if we do. I give Bosa because they just got JJ. Yeah, JJ Watt's on where? The Arizona Cardinals in the NFC West. What do they need? An edge rusher. What did I say in my earlier podcast before JJ Watt was released by the Texans? Months in advance. I said what? I used him as possible trade bait scenario because why? That's why I added Nick Bosa in there, because I said they're probably going to release or trade JJ Watt because he has $17.5 million cap hit in 2021 with zero dead money tied to his contract. What happens? They released him. Go figure. Again, forward thinking. Let's do this. Let's go on. Come on. Keep it coming. Let's go. We're hot. Did from the YouTube Beast Rider family. Niners all day 55. He most likely would like to be with SF. We have one of the best coaches and players. The only reason I could see him not wanting to play here is the Cali taxes and the competition. All right, let's go ahead and move on. It's a low 300. Said Witherspoon signed with the Seahawks. Yep, just reported that earlier. If you guys don't know, Akilla Witherspoon's family member was just in our live stream right before Witherspoon signed with the Seahawks. I had a conversation with him. He's asking me some questions. If you missed the live stream yesterday, go back and tune into that one. That was a fun one. I liked Akilla Witherspoon. I told him that. I think that's why he chimed in, because I'm showing, obviously, his relative love. And now he's off to the Seahawks. I said earlier on this live stream, it was a good play. They lost Shaquille Griffin. He goes to where? The Jacksonville Jaguars, right? If I'm not mistaken. Didn't Shaquille Griffin go to the Jacksonville Jaguars? Let me just look it up because I want to be right. He did. And now the Seahawks, in my opinion, got better. I think Akilla Witherspoon is better than Shaquille Griffin. And then he's just going to revive his career with Pete Carroll. I'm telling you, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Akilla Witherspoon is going to shine in Seattle. He's going to play well. Didn't they take DJ Reed too, if I'm not mistaken? All right, let's move on. Josh Pace from the Beast Rider family. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Haven't heard that one in a while. E40. What's going on? All right, Niners all day. And now that we got an O-line buff, we are better way than the Broncos. All right. Plot twist from Corey Brown from the Beast Rider family says, Watson puts out allegations on himself to tank his own value. Just kidding. Just kidding. Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right. We are getting so many. I'm getting notifications. Well, I just got a notification. We are now approved to actually monetize here the YouTube channel. So that's good. Anyways, JP Edwards, my man JP, Cardinals fans tuning in, bro. What's going on? I love this guy. He gives great analysis. Cardinals fan. Again, we have all 32 fan bases all in one here in the Beast Rider family. It's really, really cool to see what's going and happening here on the social media platform that we call YouTube. He says Bill Belichick said Stidham was his guy till Cam came in. So comments are legit. Javier Montero from Facebook, with the Niners addressing big holes so far in free agency, do you still feel like they are not Super Bowl contenders? To answer your question, I think they're almost Super Bowl contenders. Definitely playoff contenders. They're definitely playoff contenders now. By keeping Trent Williams and then going after Alex Mack, for sure. I mean, that was the biggest one for me, right? What is the first thing I mentioned? Games are won down in the trenches. You need to solidify the offensive line and the rest will follow. Common sense, right? That's football 101. You solidify the trenches, solidify the line, get those goons up front, control the line of scrimmage, shorten the game. In a deep playoff run, that's what you do. Win time of possession, keep the opposing offenses off the football field, run clock time, wear out the defense, score more points than the other team. You're good. They're almost there. Beast Rider is almost on that train wreck where it's going, okay. They were going there. Now they're climbing back up. Interesting. Interesting that they freaking made a play for Alex Mack and Trent Williams. They also have right tackle Mike McGlinchey. He might revive his career, guys. Don't sleep on Mike McGlinchey just yet. I'm telling you, I like Mike McGlinchey just like I like Akilla Witherspoon. I like the young man. I wish Akilla Witherspoon would have stayed in San Francisco. I tell you what, that was a huge blow for the 49ers, and the 49ers fan base is going to feel that pain 2 times a year. I'm telling you right now, Akilla Witherspoon, you guys are going to wish you had Akilla Witherspoon. Now, it was hard. You had to make a decision. Obviously, I think the better plays were Emmanuel Mosley and Jason Verrett. Definitely. Not saying that they were bad plays. Those were the higher priorities. Good job by John Lynch. But losing Akilla Witherspoon has Pro Bowl potential. I would be quick to argue that Akilla Witherspoon has a higher ceiling than Emmanuel Mosley based on his HWS, which is height, weight, speed. Correct me if I'm wrong. All right. Thomas Young from YouTube Beast Rider Family. Why almond butter and not peanut butter? Yeah, if you're just joining in, I was just eating almond butter and then stuffing my face with the Rice Krispie treat. Actually, I still have half of it here. Good stuff. Why did I choose almond butter? Okay. Everyone asked me this question. Anyways, my coach, because everyone knows I compete, right, in the NPC bodybuilding world, going for my IFBB, which stands for International Fitness Bodybuilding Pro card. We all eat almond butter because it's a better fat than peanut butter. Look it up. Almond butter is a healthier fat than peanut butter. And to be honest with you, I'm a peanut butter lover. My protein shakes are chocolate peanut butter. I love Reese's peanut butter cups. Reminds me of 50 First Dates. You guys remember the movie 50 First Dates with Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler? He goes, "Is that some peanut butter cups in your eggs?" Yeah, I'm that guy. I love peanut butter cups. Love Reese's Pieces. Anything with peanut butter, I like it. Anyways, almond butter, that's why I don't know. I just like almond butter, got used to it, and now I prefer almond butter over peanut butter. Like if I go over to someone's house and say, "Hey, you have almond butter?" The heck, who has almond butter? So I have to settle for peanut butter. But almond butter is the way to go. It tastes delicious. All right. JP Edwards, if they trade Jimmy G, then they could afford Warner. Yes. My man JP timing in. Arizona Cardinals fan who keeps it real. This is what it's about. All right. Yep. Niners all day. 55 says, yep. Exactly. All right. Nicholas says, what do you think it's going to be the next big thing for the Niners? Maybe trading Jimmy G. Look, if Cam Inman is saying that the Niners are trying to make a play for Super Bowl contenders, getting 1-year rental players, they're not playing around. But if I'm a veteran, do I trust Jimmy Garoppolo to stay healthy, or is he weak in the knees? That's the question we have to ask ourselves. Because if I'm a veteran, if I'm like Zach Ertz, who just requested a trade from Philadelphia, right? If you guys don't know the news on that, Zach, that's why you have me. I cover all 32. Yes, Zach Ertz has requested a trade from the Philadelphia Eagles, and now he's might come back to the Bay. Went to Stanford. Would be a perfect play in Shanahan's offense. Everyone's talking about Kyle Pitts, but hey, what about Zach Ertz? What if they got Zach Ertz, right? And Zach Ertz is coming to San Francisco. Like, okay, cool, man. Trade me to San Francisco. I'm down to go back to the Bay. And he's sitting there and he's like, okay, well, who's going to be my quarterback? You got Jimmy Garoppolo. It's like, damn, I was working with Carson Wentz. Are we going to go after Deshaun Watson? Maybe. See, is he going to be healthy? How's Jimmy Garoppolo looking? How's Jimmy G looking, man? I need to know. He's on track. He hasn't had any setbacks. He hasn't been any setbacks. Remember that term, setbacks? He hasn't had any setbacks. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Interesting. All right. Let's go ahead and move on. And we were just block this guy. There's a lot of spam here, but it's all good. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. And we will get going. All right. Nicholas, there were rumors of Watson saying he's going to the Niners or Denver Broncos. Yep. That's the rumors. We're going to see how that one plays out. What do you guys think? Honestly, I know all you Niner fans out there and all you Broncos fans, you guys want Deshaun Watson. Niner fans obviously want Deshaun Watson. If you had to take a guess, realistically, where would he go? And realistically, what would it take to get a Deshaun Watson? Now, Von Miller restructured his contract, right? What is he getting, like $18 million per year this year? Something like that. Whatever that number is. I don't know the exact number. I don't have it in front of me. But Von Miller agreed, right? So he's on the freaking Denver Broncos. Well, they need a pass rusher. Could he be trade bait for Deshaun Watson sweepstakes? Because no matter what, Nick Caserio needs to bring an edge rushing presence. Nick Bosa is another one. Because they don't have J.J. Watt there anymore. You guys got to remember this, right? Keep in mind, if you're Nick Caserio, from his perspective, realistically, what would it take for your team to give up to land a Deshaun Watson? And what does Nick Caserio need on the flip end of that deal, right? What does he need? I'll tell you what he needs. I broke it down earlier. Just look at the ticker. All right. But it is interesting to point out, if you guys hear any deals that are being made, please let me know and send them my way. Look, I'm just going to have a rundown on what GM Nick Caserio has done so far in free agency. He got Tyrod Taylor from the Chargers. He got Mark Ingram from the Baltimore Ravens. He got Marcus Cannon, traded for him from the New England Patriots. He played left tackle. On defense, they then picked up Malik Collins from the Raiders, Christian Kirksey from the Packers, Kamu Grugier-Hill from the Miami Dolphins, Kevin Pierre-Louis from Washington, and Shaq Lawson from the Dolphins. So what are they doing? That's all defensive front seven players. But what of those 5 defensive players, they all play what? Defensive tackle or inside linebacker or outside linebacker. So he solidified the second level. What he didn't do was solidify the edge rushing presence position. He got Shaq Lawson, yeah, but is he really an edge rusher you can count? No. And that's the only one you got. So, again, if you're looking for an edge rusher, Nick Bosa, Von Miller, those are edge rushers. Interesting to point out. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Dayton, so which would you do? No pass rush or no middle linebacker? I think the better question to ask is who would I rather give up? I'd rather give up Bosa more so than Fred Warner. Because even though you have Nick Bosa, who's a top 5 edge rusher when healthy, might be even defensive player of the year candidate, Fred Sim could be said of Fred Warner, defensive player of the year candidate, quarterback of the defense. Again, look based on past history. Look at the greatest defense ever of all time, right? Top 10 defenses. What do they all have in common? A great middle linebacker. All right. So Nice move by the Niners to go ahead, and they should re-sign Fred Warner. That should be the play. All right, Niners all day 55. Maybe Kinlaw can be in the trade besides Warner or Bosa. No, I don't see that happening. I mean, after all, I am Javon Kinlaw's biggest inspiration. If you guys don't know the backstory on that, he tweeted at me. I don't know why. I think he thought I was like throwing shade at him. And then I said, but then I think after he saw my podcast, when I said that, he's going to have a bounce back year, have 5 to 8 sacks, and he has Pro Bowl potential, he deleted his tweet. I saved it. I screenshotted everything, put it back on my Twitter, and he called me his biggest inspiration. All right. Let's go ahead and move on. Niners I8, probably Bosa because Warner is our guy in the last of the defense. Yes. All right. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and shoot them my way. I'm more than happy to answer them, and I will answer them the best I can. We are getting a lot of questions. Holy cow. Like a lot. I think I'm like, dude, I am so behind on these questions. All right. Here we go. All right. JP says, Warner can neutralize Kyler's legs. Yes, he is worth $20 million. Yep. Alan Owen says, fair play, Fred Sr. See? There you go. Here we go. Alejandro Bermuda says from Facebook, bro, watch the Niners. We'll do more games. Stop stock trading Bitcoin to Fred Warner's money. All right. JT from the Beast Rider family moved Big Skinny Mike to guard. Interesting. All right. Volley from the Beast Rider family says Niners should go all in and get Watson and win now, and it would be a huge story. Freddy87 says we are franchise tagging Warner. Well, that's impossible. You cannot franchise tag Warner right now. He's still under contract. So you can't franchise tag him right now. Freddy87. Maybe in the future. If you mean next year, maybe. But I don't think Fred Warner would like that. Just putting it out there. I don't think Fred Warner would like a tag. And don't be surprised if he holds out, if he gets tagged. I wouldn't want to be tagged. Would you? Fred Warner would be a 49er for life. Best linebacker NFL, hands down. Yes, he is. Absolutely. All right. Angelic Ambition for the Beast Rider family. We didn't overpay. We just weren't the ones that needed to pay Trent Williams. He is worth all the money. All the money. Okay. All right. John Zach from the Beast Rider family says backload Trent contracts. Cut him after 3 or 4 years. Hero Hour from the Beast Rider family says get Watson. Oh, he also says Jimmy G is horrible. Hey, so I take it you don't want to be entered for the Family Friday giveaways for subscribing to my YouTube channel. But we also have a backpack. So it's not like you have a choice because it just pick out of a hat. The first prize winner gets that. Second prize winner gets that. You really don't have a choice. But you could be the winner. Lamar Jackson is the best quarterback in the league. Ravens fan chiming in. What's up, my man? Justin Coleman to the Dolphins. Oh, Justin Coleman went to the Dolphins. Okay. I see what they're doing there. Tony Two-Tone Beautiful Niner Faithful from the Beast Rider family. Again, if you're just joining us, if you are just tuning in and joining us, do me a solid and subscribe to my YouTube channel. We are running fun giveaways every Family Friday till the day I die. We're going to run these Beast Rider family giveaways. We are giving away this Jimmy Garoppolo bobblehead for Family Fridays, 2:30 p.m. on my live stream on Fridays for Family Fridays, obviously. And this 49ers Rumble backpack, again, complete with the NFL licensing logo. That's why I'm showing it to you guys so you guys know it's official. Given to me by the 49ers themselves. So, do yourselves a solid. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're on Facebook, you see the ticker right here. Just go to youtube.com/BeastRider. If you're on YouTube right now, just click the link or the red screen right here in the lower right-hand corner of your screen as you stay up to date on all things Beast in real time. Also, if you're on Twitter, click the link in the bio. It's up there 24/7, 365. It'll take you to my YouTube channel. All right. Let's go ahead and move on. Mac Lewis from the YouTube family says Trent got 55 million guaranteed. Stanley got 65. Damon Thomas from the Beast Rider Fantasy says trade GAG to the Bears for their first round package 12 and 20. Oh, here's Damon. Thank you for tuning in, my man. I appreciate it. He says trade GAG to the Bears for their first round pick package 12 and 20 to the Texans, and 2 future number ones 2022 and 2023, 2 third round picks in 21, because those are comp picks and pick 21 and 22. Wow, that's a lot of moving parts, bro. But ultimately it says trade Jimmy Garoppolo. Thank you for your analysis. Appreciate it. Mac Lewis from the Beast Rider family. Trent got 55 million guaranteed, and Ronnie Stanley got 65 million guaranteed. So Ronnie Stanley got more guaranteed money. But ultimately, APY, Trent wanted that for an ego boost as the highest paid blindside left tackle in the NFL. Dollar Bills from the Beast Rider family says, let's hope he stays healthy. These big contracts have not worked out good for us lately. Yes. Alan Owen says, Dolphins might surprise everybody and draft a quarterback at 3, similar to Arizona drafting quarterback in the first round 2 years in a row. Rosen, then Little Lamar. Trey from the Beast Rider family. We also signed Alex Mack. Yes, for those who are just tuning in, the Niners just signed Alex Mack and now Trent Williams. Awesome. Anthony Adams from the Beast Rider family says, Trent got what he earned. The way the deal is structured helps us now. That's the important part. You can't expect to be a contender and haggle at positions of importance like left tackle. Very true. I would agree with that analysis. I think you need a blindside left tackle. Premium position. But I think they overpaid. We have Golherm Silvestre from the Beast Rider family. Really hope we get Deshaun Watson. We are one quarterback away from going back to the Super Bowl. Ooh. Possibly. Creed from the Beast Rider family says Fred Warner and Ebukam are going to be a 2-headed dragon. What about Dre Greenlaw? That's a 3-headed dragon. Don't you like Dre Greenlaw? I think we all like Dre Greenlaw. All right. Good morning, Jonathan Rosa, Beast Rider family. How you doing, bro? I see you. All right. Alan Owens from the Beast Rider family. Are you authorized to give away Jimmy G bobblehead things? Just saying. Jed might charge you a fee. I can do what I want. Jed doesn't have no control of me. All right. That's hella funny. Sean A. Don't Jimmy have a no trade clause? He does. He does. Absolutely. But why would he not want to waive it? I don't think he wants to be in San Francisco. After being rumored in trade discussions and having for 2 consecutive years being discussed all over Bay Area wavelengths as to what's going to happen with your future. Yeah, leaks are out there, man. And knowing that the management or the coaching staff really is looking elsewhere, turning the cheek, trying to turn the page because they know that they're trying to upgrade at the position and you're hampering them from upgrading their play is an issue. Graph and kicks. Anyone know the update cap number? I do not. I do not know the cap number. I'm doing a live stream right now. All right. Marquise Brown from the Beast Rider family. Who else do you think we should go for in the free agency after Mac being signed? Also, does that change direction of our first round pick? I think they stay pat right now. I don't think they make any sound plays other than Mike getting a wide receiver. But even then, that's probably like a plan B option. I think they're just going to head to the draft now. Sit tight. They signed the majority of the in-house free agents, which is good. Kerry Hyder's obviously not coming back, in my opinion. I don't know. Do they have enough money to re-sign Kerry Hyder? Now watch them re-sign Kerry Hyder. It's going to be interesting, man. Maybe they sign Kerry Hyder to a 1-year contract. Hey, we're going to the Super Bowl. You want to be on this run? You had a really good year under Chris Kosrick. As far as the first round pick, I see them trading back from 12. Again, that's a lot of money invested in Trent Williams. I think you're mortgaging your future because you're not going to have enough money to sign free agents in future years. There's a lot of money tied up there, $55 million to be exact. So you want to leverage that with draft capital, get some of these rookies on rookie deals, get some of these contracts on rookie deals so you can kind of leverage the cap that way, fill in needs. So look for them to trade back from 12 ultimately. But thank you for your question. I appreciate it. Armando Caro from the Beast Rider family. Do you think they will make a run for DW? Who's DW? Who is DW? I'm drawing a blank. Graphing Kicks. Oh, Deshaun Watson. I think DW means Deshaun Watson. Yes, possibly they can make a play for Deshaun Watson. Absolutely. I did a podcast on that. You can just go ahead and type in Beast Rider, Deshaun Watson to 49ers, and it'll pop up. Graphing Kicks. I think we go defensive back with the first pick. Could very well be the play. Armando said, what's the plan with Mike McGlinchey? Well, the plan is to play him at right tackle. Although they could trade him to the Indianapolis Colts so the Colts can play him at left tackle. I actually did a podcast on this. Picked up a lot of Colts fans, got a lot of good traffic. Again, a lot of comments on this one. It's a good one, guys. Like all my podcasts. It's like, is there a bad podcast? If you just type in making sense of Colts trading for Mike McGlinchey, it got, currently it's at 1.6 thousand views. So it's getting really good traction here. Let me just look. How many comments? 83 comments right now. So yeah, I'm not joking. Got a lot of Colts fans in there who have great insight as to whether they should play right tackle Mike McGlinchey at right tackle, but they have Braden Smith there so they can move him over to the left side. Again, Braden Smith is not on a fifth-year option. He's a second-round pick, which is why I can see the Colts trading for Mike McGlinchey, playing him on the right side, and then I'd had them targeting left tackle Trent Williams. However, now with Trent Williams re-signed by the 49ers, obviously if they get right tackle Mike McGlinchey, he's going to be playing the left side, back with Quentin Nelson, dating back to their days in Notre Dame. So you guys can kind of paint the picture there. Quentin Nelson's best friend is who? Mike McGlinchey. They played on the left side together at Notre Dame. I think that GM Chris Ballard, who in my opinion is a top 5 GM, would roll that route. You then solidify the best offensive line in all of football. You have Ryan Kelly, who's a first-round pick from Alabama. You then have right tackle Mike McGlinchey, first-round pick, playing the left side. You have Braden Smith, a second-round pick in 2018 out of Auburn, playing the right side. And you have the best interior guard in Quentin Nelson as a first-round pick. So that's 4 out of your 5 top picks. Young offensive line, still on rookie deals. Best offensive line in the NFL. They are what the Cowboys used to be. With Zach Martin, Tyron Smith, Travis Frederick. For those who forget, the Niners could have got Travis Frederick, but they got Eric Reed instead. They jumped. There was a first-round trade that was moved back in 2013. I believe the move was made where the Niners moved from 31 up to number 18, and they went to go get free safety Eric Reed at the time, strong safety, free safety, safety Eric Reed. And then the Cowboys moved back, picked up Travis Frederick, who ultimately ended up being the better player. Many people thought he was a reach at that pick. Turned out to be an all-pro player. All right, let's move on. Sean A., I think we will trade back for more picks. Yep, me too. Me too. Luke Michelle's, what do the Farmers have left in cap space after all their moves? That's a great question. I don't know. I'm doing a live stream. I've been on this live stream for almost 3 hours now. It's great. Paul Yang says, we can't afford Watson right now. Yeah, just Trent Williams is blowing it up, bro. You got to pay me, bro. I don't care who's behind center. He's not going to have any help if you don't pay me. Man, Gold Rush Beast Rider family says trade Warner and a couple firsts. Ooh, for Deshaun Watson. So he wants Warner traded, guys. He says trade Warner and a couple firsts for Deshaun Watson. Wow. Interesting take. Respect it. Stickamania. Would you rather trade for Watson or a rookie quarterback? Ooh. Depends what I'm giving up, right? That's kind of a loaded question because what am I giving up to go after a Deshaun Watson? What am I giving up to get a rookie quarterback? What's the trade value in return? Ultimately, you're going to be having to give up the farm realistically for Deshaun Watson. You can get maybe a little away with a little less for a quarterback. But then again, if you're going up for a guy like Zach Wilson, who's the best fit, in my opinion, for that offensive scheme and what Kyle Shanahan likes to do. He can then open up the playbook with the naked bootlegs that Steve Young ran under Mike Shanahan during the early 90s. You're going to have to trade something, draft capital and a player, at least. And currently I have Zach Wilson going to the Atlanta Falcons at number 4. So if you're GM Terry Fontenot and you're looking at your draft needs, I'm just going to pull it up right here and play a little bit GM here, as I always do. Love doing it. They have a plethora of different needs. They have quarterback, running back, wide receiver, offensive guard, center, defensive tackle, defensive end, outside linebacker, cornerback, free safety, strong safety. So basically, they have the most teams of any NFL team outside of the New York Jets. Well, then you're looking at this and saying, okay, trade back with Atlanta, trade up for Zach Wilson. We get Zach Wilson. We'll give you draft capital. Ultimately, that's what GM Terry Fontenot wants. And he wants players. So he can go after a guy like, I don't know, maybe Nick Bosa. He needs an edge rusher. Maybe pick up a guy like Nick Bosa. I don't know. A lot of moving parts here. And it's going to be interesting how this plays out. It's going to be interesting how this plays out because anything can happen. Anything can happen. All right. Let's go on and answer your questions. Go Triots. Patriots fans. See, we have Patriots fans in here now. It says Trent Williams is the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. He's higher paid than any wide receiver and running back and defensive player in NFL. Is that not being overpaid? I think it's being overpaid. If that's the case, I think that's being overpaid. I said it was overpaid. I said the soft spot and the sweet spot for me was $18 million. If you want anything more, I'm not doing it. Because if you're willing to give a guy like that big of a contract, then you can definitely fill other needs and get maybe 2 or 3 players in return with that money. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. Tough one. But ultimately, then you can say, it's a premium position. He's a Hall of Fame blindside left tackle. You win down in games are won down in the trenches. But at that contract, at some point you have to say, hey, that's too much. That's too much. I mean, I'll be reasonable with you. I'll reason with you, bro. But that's too much. Again, no one saw this coming. Everyone said the report yesterday was 4-year, $80 million. Well, that was wrong. He got a 6-year deal with $138 million. $55 million in guaranteed. Crazy talk. Alan Owens from the Beast Rider family. Ask Grant how to call in live. He's killing it. Maybe I should do that. I need to do that. Those call-ins. I think I'm going to do that. I think that'll be fun. All right. Go Trits. Trent Williams is the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. This has already been posted. I think he posted the same thing twice. It's all good. Graphing Kick says you can't have Fred. Ryan needs him to help run the defense. Yep. Fred Warner off limits. Everyday Sports Mania from the Beast Rider family says Patriots are getting Deshaun. Let's be honest. Ooh, okay. Gojade says, I am a Pants fan, but we have no shot at getting Deshaun. We have a better chance with Cam plus good team than Deshaun plus depleted team. Thank you for tuning in, Gojade. Again, see, this is what I'm talking about. We have fans here in the Beast Rider family on YouTube from all over the country, all over the world. Patriots, Arizona Cardinals, Panthers fans are in here. It's just all love. We all love talking football. Everyone's very engaging, respectful, courteous, kind. It's not like these other social media platforms where it's like, you're a clown, bro. You're an idiot. You know what I'm talking about. Look, let's keep it 100. YouTube's the way to go. Subscribe to my Beast Rider family channel on YouTube. You'll be better for doing so. And you'll be entered for giveaways. Who doesn't like that? Who doesn't like free stuff? All right. Everyday Sports Media says, I would not be surprised. Paul Yang from Facebook says, we are losing our core defense if we want to get Watson and many draft picks. Very true. Go Chits. chiming in says Cam Newton can be trash, and we see he's honest. Look, the Beast Rider family is totally honest, even if you're talking about your own team. This is what I love. I'm telling you, here in the Beast Rider family, it's legit. Cam Newton can be trash, and we will still make the playoffs. Deshaun Watson can be great, and we will still miss the playoffs. People don't get it. Cam Newton might be trash, but as long as he's here, he's decent. Oh man. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Cody from the Beast Rider family says, trade Bosa all day for Watson. Don't move Warner and Kittle. Ooh. A lot of you guys are off the Bosa train. I love Bosa, man. I think he's a generational talent. I think when healthy, he's a beast. And yeah, that torn ACL, but come on, guys. I mean, look what he did his rookie year. Everybody had Bosa jerseys at Levi Stadium. And you guys still have those jerseys. What are you guys going to do with them? Bosa is going to be Defensive Player of the Year if he stays healthy, which is a big if. Not really. I think it's actually going to motivate him. Don't be surprised if he wins Defensive Player of the Year in 2021. Ranked top 5 in sacks, put up 12 to 15 sacks, if not more. Lead the league in quarterback pressures. Make another All-Pro team. The guy's a monster, dude. The guy is a monster. All right, SF for Life 1. Favorite minimum guarantee for Trent. I thought it would be 60 plus. It's a lot of money, but not as bad. All right. Goche says Bill would have gave him a 2 to 3 year deal if he believed in him. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Got a lot to talk about. Watson added Pats to preferred list. Interesting. If this is true, interesting. Deshaun Watson on the New England Patriots. I would love to see that. I know Niner fans are like, oh, don't say that. No, the Patriots are not going to get him. I know everyone's saying that, and Broncos fans who are in here too, like, oh no. But if this is true, which I don't know because I'm doing a live stream right now, how the heck am I going to know if this is true? But if Everyday Sports Mania from the Beast Rider family is what he's saying is true, that Watson added the Patriots to the preferred list, interesting. They are in play to make us blast for a quarterback, and they do hold the 15th overall pick, and in my mock draft, I had them taking Mac Jones. Interesting. James Stevenson from the Beast Rider family. Between the three, Bosa, Warner, and Kittle, I would let Kittle. I would let Kittle go. It would be very hard, but he would be the one. Warner is the heart and soul of the defense, and Bosa is a dominant pass rusher. Interesting. James Stevenson, thank you so much for your analysis. It's very refreshing to hear this. Wow. James Stevenson is saying he would rather give up George Kittle because he believes that defense wins championships. I believe the same thing. However, I wouldn't give up George Kittle. I just think he's too valuable. I think he can maybe be the best tight end to ever play the game. That would be a hard play. That would be a tough one. I see what you're saying though, and I respect your analysis because again, edge rusher is a premium position as well. But giving up George Kittle, I just can't do it. Chewy Marquez, but thank you for your feedback and analysis. I definitely respect it. Chewy Marquez from the Beast Rider family. Do you base your ideas on info or insiders, or do you go off your own logic? Combination of all three. Mostly I go off my own analysis and my analytics and my grading systems and spot on predictions, and that just rolls my gut feeling if I do have one, but that's how I formulate it. I don't go off anything else. Also, I get inside information, but then I put that all together. So mostly it's the inside information I get and from my sources, and obviously the logic and analysis, spot on predictions and analytics, the game grading systems, how GMs think, all that is up here. Everyday Sports Mania. You're probably wondering, how does Beast Rider get it right all the time? He's so close if he doesn't. Everyday Sports Mania. You guys don't need Watson. You're giving up one of your superstar defensive players and draft capital. Okay. Armando Caro from the Beast Rider family. How about Warner for Jets pick? Then we get our quarterback. I don't like it, man. I don't like it. Now, I did write up a podcast on this. I got good feedback. Again, just go ahead. People are going to be like, what are you talking about? If you're on YouTube, just Beast Rider. If you're on Beast Rider, if you're on YouTube, just go in the search engine and type in Beast Rider, Fred Warner Jets, or simply there's a podcast playlist, right? So there's playlists for you. This is even easier. I freaking broke it down for you guys, categorized it into 40 categories by 32 NFL teams. Obviously, if you want to know anything about the Niners, or in this case, the Niners and the Jets, go to whatever team you want to go to. It's all in there. Just go through the podcast playlist. It's up there in the channel. Just click on playlist, scroll through, hit on 49ers or Jets, and then scroll through that podcast playlist, and you will find the Fred Warner one that you want. It's all there for you. Or you can just type in Beast Rider Fred Warner Jets. Again, just type in my handle, plus whatever it is you want to know. I probably already said it. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Isaac V from the Beast Rider family. Star inside linebacker is easier to replace than a game-changing edge rusher. Ooh. Okay, I would disagree. I think that's a slap in Fred Warner's face to just call him a star inside linebacker. He's the best middle linebacker in the NFL. So he's not just a star linebacker. You can't just put him in like a group of like Darius Leonard, Roquan Smith. No, he's above those guys. Bobby Wagner, no, he's above that guy in my grading system for the last 2 years. Been saying it since day one. We're seeing it now. All right. Everyday Sports Media, I think Pats get him. All right. Cody McLeese from the Beast Rider family. My own logic would not draft Bosa at all. Would have traded back and got way more for it. Could have grabbed an defensive end and more. Wow. Everyone's not liking the Bosa, huh? Interesting how some of you guys are like off the Bosa train. Very interesting here in the Beast Rider family. All right. Isaac says Newton's contract is set up with incentives. They don't pay Cam unless he wins the starting job and performs well. Very true. Stephen Fox from the Beast Rider family. Watson said only 2 teams he would want to go to, Niners and Broncos. All right. Everyday Sports Media. Think about the Pats were in rumors to get Cam last year. They fell out. Then they got him weeks later. When Deshaun asked to leave, Pats were the number 1 team, and then they fell out. Now we are here. Now we're here. It's funny. All right. DeMonte Thomas from the Beast Rider family. Miller Lakers don't win games. Quarterbacks do. If that's what it takes to get Deshaun Watson, make it happen. Trade Warner and let Houston deal with paying him in free agency and be aggressive in the pursuit of Watson. Now is the time to get your quarterback. Interesting. And I would say a good 35% of the Beast Rider family are in your line of thinking. I would say about the other percentage, which is what, 65%, want Warner to stay. Ultimately, it's going to be a tough decision. You know, you're going to have to give up either Bosa or Warner. Can't keep them both. Cody McLeese also says, don't think you can pay Bosa. So, trade and get what you can, but you can't break the bank on everyone. I like it. All right, let's go ahead and move on. All right. Rep the Bay from the Beast Rider family says, Mike McGlinchey is good, but I think they might trade him now. No way they can extend him with Warner and others after this. Trent Williams deal still might draft a tackle and trade McGlinchey. Ooh, interesting. Well, they have a decision to make. If you guys don't know the backstory on that, he is coming up for a 5th-year contract extension. Or not, sorry, 5th-year contract. 5th-year option, I should say. Sorry, it's so early. I didn't get any sleep. Due for a 5th-year option, the 49ers have a decision to make on whether they want to accept that option, where he would be paid $10.88 million for that season. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Where are we here? Wow, I am. Joseph Viveros is Beast Rider from. Wow. Okay, I see you, bro. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. All right, let's go ahead and see what else we have to say. Ooh, Matt Flores from the Beast Rider family says Akilo quit on his team. Jamarcus Russell had a higher height, weight, speed than Breeze, Wilson, Brady, etc. The guy was a mental midget. Ouch. Ouch. Sasuke says for the Beast Rider fan, what would you give it for Watson? Well, I already talked about that on what I would give up for Deshaun Watson. I'll put it up here on the banner. Just type in Deshaun Watson. I'll put it up for you guys so you guys can see it. YouTube search Beast Rider Deshaun Watson to 49ers. It'll pop up. And again, this was well before free agency, like 2 months ago. And if you just YouTube search Beast Rider Deshaun Watson to 49ers, a lot of that holds true. You can see my line of thinking and my analysis even before J.J. Watt was traded, which is why I included Nick Bosa as a potential tradable asset, because $17.5 million in dead money that Nick Caserio would have to wipe his hands clean of. Also, I talked about some wide receivers in there. Very cool stuff. I liked it. A lot of people liked it. Check it out. Hit the like button. Drop your comments. I still get those comment notifications, and I love engaging with all of you guys in the Beast Rider family here on YouTube. All right. Cody says, why did the Pats get Henry and Smith for? Watch the Pats run the table with their exactly what I said, man. All right, we got a lot of feedback. Jeez Louise, this is going strong, and this is not dying. This is awesome. I think this is the best stream so far. We had the most people, still getting people on the stream. It's nuts. It's nuts. Really interesting take here. We are growing like by the day, legitly by the day. Like, I haven't looked at my analytics today. I'm eager to see it because with the traffic that I'm getting as we speak, it's a difference night and day. It's been this way for the last 2-3 weeks. And it's going like this. It's like a stock that's like, it's going up, and then it's like this. It's like pretty soon it's gonna go back. It's good. It's all thanks to you guys. So I appreciate it. It's ridiculous how many people are in here right now. All right. Melvin Hawkins says Alex Mack got signed. Yes. What do you guys think about Alex Mack? Let's talk about that. Obviously, we know the news on Trent Williams. You guys know my breakdown on that. Again, if you're just tuning in, I'll admit when I'm right. I'll admit when I'm wrong. I was wrong when it came to Trent Williams. Okay. I said it was going to come down to Kyle Juszczyk and Jason Verrett, which they did, or Trent Williams. Pick plan A or pick plan B, but you have to pick one. Then the report came out yesterday that Trent Williams was given a 4-year, $80 million contract. Well, that didn't take place because he signed a 6-year, $138 million contract, 23 million APY instead of 20. So I said the sweet spot was 18 million. Again, I broke down the financials on that deal. Ronnie Stanley gets 19.7 APY. David Bakhtiari gets 23. Well, he's not going to get David Bakhtiari money. He did. He's the highest paid and richest offensive lineman ever. Interesting to point out also that he got $55 million in guaranteed for an aging player who's 33 years old, although he is a blindside left tackle who's going to be in Canton one of these days and be a first ballot Hall of Famer. It's just interesting how he got so much money at the age and where he's at in his career is just amazing to me. But hey, good job for Trent Williams. Good job for Trent Williams. All right. Let's go ahead and talk about Fred Warner now. Everyone's talking about what's going on with Fred Warner. Yeah, Fred Warner, there's a lot of stuff going on with Fred Warner. I mean, his dad was in here leaving comments. He follows me on YouTube, just like you should. Hey, if Fred Warner's dad follows me on YouTube, if Akilla Wilson's family follows me on YouTube, let me tell you something. Look, no joke. The players, the coaches, their family members, they all follow me on YouTube. They might even have different aliases. You guys didn't hear about this. Anyways, getting back to it, it's good. We have fan bases from all 32 on top of all that. I like engaging with all you guys. But Fred Warner Sr., getting back to Fred Warner Sr., he was in the live stream. He says defense wins championships. Look, my son's the quarterback of the defense. What's going on? Right? And that you guys know how I feel about Fred Warner. Broke the news on November 3rd. People were saying, no, it's fake news. Okay, cool story. Fast forward today, not. Now he might be trade bait. Because what's happening? He still hasn't been getting an extension. And, hey, it's going to be interesting because Jimmy Garoppolo is still shaky ground there. Do you trust Jimmy Garoppolo? I don't know what's going on there. Deshaun Watson still wants to come to the Niners or the Broncos, supposedly, right? So what's going on there? All right, Jason Ellsworth from the Beast Rider family. We were top 5 defense last year without Bosa, so he is the most logical for us to get rid of for Watson if it comes to him or Warner. I would be quick to argue that, again, don't think of top 5 defense. You really got to watch the film. So top 5 defense is based on total yards given up, not points allowed. I think that's a stronger indicator of a top 5 defense, but that's for a different story. Furthermore, you take out Kerry Hyder Jr., who you don't have. You may not have him next year. Where's the pass rush going to be? So it'll be interesting, right? So I although I say, logically, yeah, we didn't have Bosa top 5 defense, but then you also might not have Kerry Hyder Jr. So where's the pass rush? Can you really count on Samson Ebukam to bring the edge rushing presence on obvious passing situations? Interesting. Jeremy Leak from the Beast Rider family. Eric Armstead in the deal. I'm sure he will love this. Oh my gosh. I'll keep this up there just for fun. No, I didn't say it. Daniel Olson. We'll move on. Fred Warner's little brother is a baller. Yes, Troy is a baller. The Eric Armstead stuff's amazing. I even bring up Armstead. You guys are doing this on your own. Indivir Pablo from the Beast Rider family. Do we need to trade Armstead? Laughing emoji. Sideways laughing emoji. Balling out of control. Unfortunately, they can't. He has $28 million tied up in dead money. He has the most dead money associated to his contract before Trent Williams, obviously, deal went through. And so, yeah, they're just it's going to be interesting. Jeremy Leak said Eric Armstead, 2 first-rounders and 2 second-rounder picks for Deshaun Watson. GM Nick Casario does not want Eric Armstead. He doesn't want to take on a complimentary role player, Daniel Stubblefield 2.0. He understands that Eric Armstead needs definitely help for him to have success, and the Texans don't have any strong supporting cast on the defensive line currently, so you're basically getting a 1.5 to 3 sack guy. He needs a Nick Bosa next to him for him to have any type of success. So I don't think Nick Casario would take on that contract, that $85 million contract, to be exact. Chin from the YouTube Beast Rider family. How are we going to pay Fred Warner? I don't know, man. That's a good question. I don't know how they're going to pay Fred Warner. It's going to get interesting. Graham Furtick says, what's up? What's going on, man? How you doing? Thank you for tuning in. Isaac V says, Niners are setting up an offense that can, that have success in Jimmy G seems like a long goner. All right. Isaac V says, Hyder to the Jets. 100. Saleh fought for him. Niners all day says, trade McFloppy for debug. Daniel Olson from the Beast Rider family says, if we add Slater, we have the best offensive line in football. I'd be quick to say that, man. I would disagree. I think the Colts, who I mentioned earlier, have a better offensive line. Obviously, the Cleveland Browns have a really strong offensive line with Joel Bitonio and Jack Conklin there. I would disagree. I think the Colts have arguably the best offensive line in all of football. You take a look at what they have. They don't have a left tackle, but what they do have is they have everything else. They have a right tackle. They have the best interior guard and the center, right? They have Ryan Kelly, top 5 offensive center. You also have Quentin Nelson, best interior guard in the NFL, hands down. And then you have Braden Smith at right tackle. So those are 3 young foundational pieces on rookie contracts, still high round picks, first or second round picks. Those guys are the best create the best offensive line in the NFL. My opinion. I think that's a better formula for success than what the Niners have with Trent Williams and probably Alex Mack as maybe the two best players on that offensive line. Right? So, and they're aging. So, all right. McCarr from the Beast Rider family. I'm so happy with the signing. Trent is so good, and so is Alex Mack. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Moses Vale from the 2 Beast Rider family says, Ryan, how you doing? Tommy Harper says, drafted a quarterback. Ruben Alderett from the Beast Rider family says, Najee Harris time. Yes, Najee Harris time it is. Like it. Tommy Harper also says, we got a dynasty on the way. Alan Long says from the Beast Rider family, what are the odds that we trade 2 firsts, 2 seconds, and a decent player for Watson? A decent player for Watson? I would say it had to be a foundational core player, as John Lynch would put it. You'd have to trade Bosa or Warner. Has to be one of those two guys. Realistically, has to be. Yeah. Niners all day says, I want Watson. Ruben Alderett says Cardinals and Rams not going to slaughter our offensive line now, except McFlop. You guys are really mean. Il Zyro from the Beast Rider family. Think about this. Stephon Gilmore, round 1, 2020, round 1, 2022, round 7, 2022, for Deshaun Watson and a couple low picks. I don't think it's going to happen. But thank you. Step Bro Steven, are you on the Justin Fields train for the Beast Rider family? No, I'm not. I'm not high on Justin Fields at all. Ruben Alderett says from the Beast Rider family, Patriots want revenge on Brady. Haha. That they do. Can't argue there. All right, let's go ahead and move on. RSP 49, Warner's brother not getting drafted. Ooh, okay. JT from the Beast Rider family, we have all the leverage in a Watson trade. No player, just picks. Interesting takes here. Isaac V, if Kittle has another 1 to 2 year riddled years, can you see your position changing on trading him? I believe they move him next year if he doesn't play. Yeah, absolutely. My stance changes after 2 years for sure. Absolutely. If he's injured again, that's damaged goods, bro. I'm not dealing with that. I'm cutting my losses and I'm moving on. Look, at some point you have to cut your losses, and just because he was drafted number 2 overall in the 2019 NFL draft doesn't make it any less important of wiping your hands clean when you know you have damaged goods on your roster. That's just the way it is. So if Nick Bosa is injured again, I'm going to be trading him. Absolutely. But hey, I think he's going to bounce back. I don't see that playing out. I'm very optimistic, very bullish on Nick Bosa this year. I think everyone needs to understand that. I'm very bullish on Nick Bosa. I think he's going to rack up 12 to 15, probably even more sacks. He's going to have anywhere from 8 to 10 tackles for loss versus the run. The guy's going to have 6 or 7 forced fumbles. It's kind of an MVP type of a season, I'm telling you. And if the Niners do well, Bosa is going to be the forefront of that success. Along with Fred Warner, of course. All right, Niners Isaiah. JP, my man, from the YouTube Beast Rider family, Cardinals fan, do you think Jimmy G goes to Pats and Warner goes to the Jets for Darnold? Yeah, I can see it happening, man. I can see that happening. Robert Saleh loves Fred Warner. Alan Owen says, Beast, get some sleep. Yeah, dude. For those who don't know, I literally couldn't get any sleep. I saw the news. I was like, yeah, I'll wait a little bit and then I'll hop on the podcast. Literally started this podcast at 5 a.m. We're now 3.5 hours into this. I like it. I do this for you guys, right? Because when you guys popped on, you're like, oh my gosh, Beast Rider's live? Did I miss something? Did I miss it? Obviously, this is the first time I woke up at 5:05 a.m. And but I did it for you guys because I said, you know what? The Beast Rider family is going to be asking me this when I wake up, and I want to be the first one there. So I'm going to suck it up. I'm going to start up this live stream so when you guys wake up, it's already there for you. And here we are today. Interesting that I am doing this right now. And we are about, look at this. Your boy is tired, but it's okay. I love this. 9 years all day. Warner is better than Darnold. That would be, honestly, truthfully, guys. No, I love doing this. Was it hard to with no sleep, just turn on the freaking lights on and let's go? Yes, I was struggling. I still haven't had anything to eat. I had half a Rice Krispie treat. That's all I had right now. But hey, not complaining. I love it. It's passion about this. All right. Son of Albion from the Beast Rider family. Sign Watson or draft quarterback. Well, you can't sign Watson. You have to trade for him, buddy. What do you do with Jimmy G? Get rid of Jimmy G. $23.6 million. Slash that bad boy. JP says, every team has a tendency to draft great players in certain positions. For example, Niners with linebackers, while Cardinals with safeties. But Warner is as special as Bosa. Yes, Bosa needs to be healthy, though. Exactly. 2007 Magoo from the Beast Rider Fantasies. Keep Bosa, Kittle, and Warner. Yes, untouchable. Agreed with you. Agree with you. All right. BFV Nova from the Beast Rider family. You think Carson or Fournette would go to New England? Possibly. Could be the play. All right. So I just wanted to let you guys know, again, if you're just tuning into the Beast Rider family, be sure to subscribe in the lower right-hand corner of your screen if you're on YouTube, and flip on and turn on the bell notifications. Also, if you're watching on Twitter, click the link in my bio so you'll be entered for our Family Friday giveaways every live stream at 2:30 p.m. Just click the link in my bio. It's up there 24/7, 365. It'll take you to my YouTube channel. And if you're on Facebook, just open this up in a new web browser, www.youtube.com/BeastRider, and subscribe there. So you'll be running these giveaways, these Family Friday giveaways, this Jimmy Garoppolo bobblehead. Obviously, we're talking about Jimmy Garoppolo as we speak. Ultimately, I think he may be returning. And this 49ers Rumble backpack that given to me, complete with the NFL license, as you see here, courtesy of the 49ers themselves. All right. Trey says, get boss. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Oh my gosh, there's a lot. There's a lot of stuff. Oh, we have a Seahawks fan in here who's just saying go Hawks, go Hawks, go Hawks, which is awesome. I was wondering why all these comments are coming through. It's just from this one guy. All right. Trade Bosa before people realize he is injury prone. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Paul M. from the Beast Rider family. SF finally has a solid offensive line. 2 monster pass blockers makes McGlinchey far less of a liability. Hayden Shepard, who do you think the Chiefs need to sign in free agency still? Offensive line. Absolutely offensive line. They need to go offensive line. Solidify the offensive line because that's one of their biggest needs. They hold, the 31st pick in the first round in this year's draft, obviously, but offensive line. They have to go offensive line. They don't need to go running back. They have Clyde Edwards-Helaire. They don't need to go tight end. They have Travis Kelce. Wide receiver, maybe. I don't know. They got not Sammy Watkins. They have Tyreek Hill there. They still have Mecole Hardman there. So you're okay there. Offensive line. You still have Chris Jones. Still have, number 55 on the other side. So you're Frank Clark. So you're set. You have Tyrann Mathieu, Honey Badger back there. Offensive line. You can either go cornerback. Obviously, Bashaud Breeland's a free agent. So I say offensive line, man. They missed out on Trent Williams, man. That was huge. All right. We got a Raider fan, Hater Maker. Too much money for a 32-year-old vet. Thank you for tuning in, Hater Maker. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So it'll be entered for our Family Friday giveaways. If you win, bro, I will throw in a $25 value of your choice on the team store's website. Just go ahead and pick out a gift, and I got you covered, bro. All right. Hayden Shepard says, who should the Chiefs sign in the I think we should try to sign Hudson or Reef. Yeah, offensive line. Rodney Hudson would be a nice play. But yeah, offensive line. Hater Maker says John Brown signs with Las Vegas. Underwhelming. What the f is? I was gonna say it. I was gonna cuss. What is he doing? I don't know. I don't know why he signed John Brown. I don't know why he's getting rid of all your offensive line players. He released Richie Incognito, released Gabe Jackson, released Rodney Hudson, traded Trent Brown to New England Patriots, but you still have left tackle Colton Miller, your first round pick. How's that going for you? I feel bad for you Raider fans. I was talking to a Raider fan at the gym just 2 days ago, right before the news that broke out that you guys signed Yannick Ngakoue to a 2-year. Tough play here for you guys, because here you guys are sitting at what 17th overall pick. You guys got Yannick Ngakoue. I currently had guys had to take Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah out of Notre Dame. That's not the play anymore. You guys need to go offensive line now. You guys need to make a play for Rashawn Slater, Christian Darrisaw, Samuel Cosme, Alex Leatherwood, pick your poison, Elijah Vera-Tucker. You guys are definitely going to rebuild the offensive line through the draft. You guys aren't going to get anyone in free agency, I'll tell you that. And if you do get someone in free agency, I wonder who that is going to be. It's going to be interesting. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and move on. Ruben says Niners heard Chiefs wanted Williams and said nope. Viking Jerome from the Beast Rider family says 49ers should make a move for Kirk Cousins. I thought I said Kirk Cousins. Chris McCormick says, will Watson's value diminish if he isn't traded soon? It looks like teams are setting for other options, so maybe the Texans aren't budging. Did the Texans miss out to really cash in? Will he sit out? I don't think he's going to sit out. I think ultimately he's going to get traded near draft day, if not before draft day. I should just say before draft day. He's going to get, or on draft day. He's going to get drafted either before the draft or on draft, but he's going to get drafted this year for sure, before the season begins. Absolutely. Vikings Jerome, thank you for tuning in. Welcome to the Beast Rider family. Be sure to subscribe to my channel in the lower right-hand corner of your screen as you stay up to date on all things Beast in real time. He says Vikings reports 49ers want to trade for Kirk Cousins. Yes, I did break that down in an earlier podcast. Peter King actually broke that down. I analyzed that trade. That it was a trade. I believe it was a 3-for-1 deal, or sorry, a 3-team deal involving Kirk Cousins. All right. We have RX Rain going in, and he's a Seahawks fan, obviously. He says, go 12s. He then goes in and says, go 12s again. And then he says, go 12s again. Go 12s again. Go 12s again. And then he goes with the green heart emoji. Look at this. Look at this. This guy is just raining, or her, is just raining with the 12s. Just yeah, this guy is just amazingly, what the heck? Let's put this. I wonder if I can put this guy on timeout. Yes, I did. So I just put him on timeout. I don't know what that means by putting him on timeout. I don't think that guy can comment anymore. And yeah, I stopped it. That guy's on timeout, or that girl cannot do that. Beast Rider will put you on timeout. Legit, it says put him on timeout. Sure. Roy Crosby, why not? Beast Rider family, that's the first time I ever had to put someone on timeout. Makes no sense to trade Watson this year. The Texans let him sit out this year and get a top quarterback in next year's draft. Paul M. from the Beast Rider family. Eric Armstead will run the Players Association when he retires. Oh, shoot. Leader Message Beast Rider, ban RXN. Yes, ban RXN is not in here anymore. And yes, that Seahawks fan was going bad. It's crazy, how Seahawks fans just, we do have Seahawks fans, but they're all respectful. This one was not, so I'm just going to kick them out. I don't have any time for spam stuff like that. That's just dumb. Rashi from the YouTube Beast Rider family says, looking like the Niners need to trade Warner. They don't have much money to pay him what he deserves. Yes, absolutely. Key Jones 25 says Niners set up a bad look by signing Armstead to a huge deal, and it looks like we can extend Warner and possibly Bosa. What the heck was Lynch thinking? Hey, I said it. Everyone's like, oh no, you're an Armstead hater because of our Twitter beef. Nope. And the personal attacks that he put on me. Nope. Hey, If there was 1 year for Armstead to shut me up, it would have been last year. Because again, he got paid $85 million and reverted back to his previous 4 years of production. It's like a game of poker, man. Texas Hold'em. You have your whole cards, the flop comes out. That's your first 3 years. You have the turn. The turn card comes out. That's the 4th year. Same type of production. The river comes out, and I got rivered. He was playing in a contract year, balled out of control. New hand comes out. Here comes out the flop. Year 1 of that flop. He flopped because you have Nick Bosa there. Again, I think Eric Armstead needs a strong supporting cast for him to have success. He's a complimentary role player at best. And again, when you dish out $85 million and extending him instead of Buckner, you're doing yourself a disservice. And people are like, oh, no, we couldn't have signed. I broke that down in my first podcast. And you guys all know, Beast Rider family knows what I said about that. So don't say they couldn't afford to force Buckner. I actually broke that down in real time. Got a lot of good traffic and engagement. Looking back, still getting hits on it. People were like, whoa, he said this in real time. Yeah, I did. I said they should have released Richard Sherman, saved $12.9 million in cap savings. Because I saw where his game was going. I knew he was going to have the year he had. It's all in the Twitter, YouTube receipts. Just saying. Just saying. Yeah, what was Lynch thinking? All right. Armando Carroll from the Beast Rider family. Draft best player available. I would prefer they trade down for more picks. Frank Willis from the Beast Rider family. I see you, Frank. Thought on trading McFloppy to the Colts and drafting Slater. Possibly. Could possibly be the play. All right. Gabriel from the Beast Rider family. Who should we get at number 12? Great question. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate the love and support. Again, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel, go ahead and do so, because if you don't, you're not going to be entered for our Family Friday giveaways, but you must subscribe to my YouTube channel and join the Beast Rider family. When you hear your family, it's all about good vibes only. I strongly encourage social media engagement. Like the video, leave and drop your comments or your analysis. We can have a fun, engaging topic of debate, whatever, or discussion. I don't like calling it debate. Discussion on our thoughts on all things NFL. Obviously, I have all 32 NFL teams, fan bases in here, whether it's 49ers, Ravens, Steelers, Packers, Panthers, Carolina, Cardinals, you name it. It's all here, right? So Colts, Bears, good stuff. And getting back to your question, I think ultimately they're going to trade down. I think they're going to pick up draft capital. And whoever that player is, if they want to go offensive lineman, they could go Elijah Vera Tucker maybe. But ultimately, I would like to see them go and address the other edge rushing need. I think they need another edge rusher there. With Kerry Hyder up in the air, we don't know if he's returning. He's likely gone. Look at the money they just invested in Trent Williams. So you're basically handcuffed. If they have anywhere from $12 to $15 million in cap savings, right now in salary cap health, the best play for them at this point, in my opinion, would be for them to go ahead and really just use the $10 million in cap savings on the draft class, because then they're gonna need to allocate $9 to $10 million there, and then the extra savings, you really can't do much. So trade down, pick up draft capital. Don't mortgage your future. All right. Let's go ahead and move on. Armando Carroll says, trade Kittle now. Interesting. I wouldn't trade Kittle. Jay Oaks from the Beast Rider family. Both said making Mahoney, he better. All right. Here we go. Jake G. Warner for Darnold. Oh, here we come with the jokes. Chris McCormick from the Beast Rider family. Who are you hoping we grab at 12 with our current situation? Obviously, it would depend on who falls to us as well, but anyone that you could be ecstatic to grab. Surtain. Oh, I would be absolutely thrilled to have Patrick Surtain. Absolutely. And that could very well be the play. I mean, the Panthers pass him up on 8. I don't see the Denver Broncos getting him because they just got Ronald Darby. So when you signed Ronald Darby to I think he got a 3-year, $30 million contract, something like that. When you sign Ronald Darby to that contract, and then you look at it, peel back another layer of the onion to get to the core, and you have Bryce Callahan on the other side, who's very underrated, 5'9", but the guy is a beast on the boundary cornerback. You're set there, so they're not going to draft a cornerback with a 9th overall pick. And then you look at the Dallas Cowboys. Well, they need a cornerback, but are they going to go cornerback? If they choose to go in a different direction because they have a plethora of different needs, Patrick Surtain could fall to the 49ers at number 12. Don't be surprised. And I would love that pick. All right. Let's go ahead and move on. Scott Davison, my man from the Beast Rider family, says, hit the like button. Yeah, hit the like button. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. There's a lot of engagement here. A lot. All right. Chris McCormick says, giving away Jimmy Ball before we give away Jimmy G. Well, they might have Jimmy G. Don't be surprised there, too. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised either way. All right, Rashi from the Beast Rider family. Jimmy G is holding Warner's money. If they can trade Jimmy G for draft picks, then get Fred. Then Fred gets paid, and we can run with a rookie quarterback. Hey, what I say in my mid-season analysis, I said this very exact scenario, how Jimmy Garoppolo's contract is going to affect Fred Warner's future. $23.6 million in cap savings. Said it. All right, Pete Gorman from the Beast Rider family says, now that we got our offensive line, it's time to address the secondary. All right. Cool. Cool. I agree with that. All right, J Bats, with the work on the offense line, will it be enough to protect Jimmy since he can't move out of the pocket the same anymore, and will be enough to make us Super Bowl contenders? I don't know. Great question. I'm not so sure. I am not so sure about that one. All right. Turned up K-pop. What do you think about Trey Lance? I think he has the highest potential of all the quarterbacks. Yeah, he has the highest potential, but he's so raw, man. I'm just not a fan of his. Not the next Josh Allen. Not yet. I don't like that comparison. Jason Ellsworth, I know you say you don't like Slater at 12. What spot would you be comfortable getting him at? 15? 16? Somewhere in there. I think that's a smart play. 15, 16. It's only a few spots, but hey, if you can pick up a few spots, trade back and pick up a draft pick, you're looking pretty. So, yeah. Jerry says, morning beast. What's going on, my man? How are you doing? All right, let's go ahead and move on. Ruben Huber, don't think we should get an edge at 12. It kind of feels like they're preparing to get Watson to SF. They signed most of the valuable in-house people. No, I don't. I think this edge class is weak. I think if you go edge, Robin, you'll be reaching for need, diminishing the value of pick, just like you did in 2017 and 2018, reaching for needs. You did it with Solomon Thomas. You then doubled down on those gains by reaching for right tackle Mike McGlinchey. You don't want to do it in 2021. Don't want to do it. This edge class is not the best. All right. Truth Serum for the Beast Rider family says, can Slater play right tackle than Trey McGlinchey? Possibly, but I see him more as a guard type of play. I think he's better suited to be kicked into guard, but he could play right tackle. Big Fish Football Fisher from the Beast Rider family. What's going on, man? Big Steelers fan. Thank you for the love and support. He says, do you like the Steelers taking Najee Harris at 24, or would you take edge to replace Dupree? Great question. I actually wrote up a podcast on this. Got a lot of good feedback from the Steelers Nation. A lot of you Yinzers wanted my analysis on this. I actually broke that down for you. Don't worry, man. I got you covered. So just go ahead. I know you follow me on YouTube, bro. So just go ahead and do this, right? Just type in Beast Rider Steelers. There's a few of them. You can type in two of them. We'll just start with this one. This one is a good one for you, or for you Steelers fans. So just type in Beast Rider Steelers Alex Highsmith. That will pop up. I broke down my analysis as to I think Alex Highsmith would be the perfect plug and play, being the 3rd round pick. He was playing at an all-pro level in my grading system, graded an 8 out of a 10. 7.3 is an all-pro level. He graded an 8. So with that being said, he also led the team with 10 quarterback pressures, resulting in a loss down in my grading system. He also ranked 2nd on the team in tackles for loss versus the run with 1.5. And on top of that, he had 11 tackle wins, which is a huge indicator of him playing the run sound and fundamentally sound when it comes to stopping the run. So again, versus the pass, versus the run, very, very good and maintaining its gap integrity and gap control, as well as his rush lane integrity. I like Alex Highsmith. The guy is the real deal, so I don't think they go and get a guy in free agency. They already have Alex Highsmith, and GM Kevin Colbert already accounted for the loss of Dupree by getting Alex Highsmith last year in the 3rd round. The second part of your question, I did a podcast on that, a follow-up podcast on that earlier. So go ahead, and again, you see YouTube search, maybe now, maybe later, if whatever you want. Just type in Beast Rider Steelers Alex Highsmith. You can also do this one. I'll put it up here for you. And again, since you follow me, there is a podcast playlist. The most simplest way to do this is go to my podcast playlist. If you're a Niner fan, Steeler fan, don't matter. I have like 40 playlists, 32 different teams. Just scroll to the team that you want, and you'll see everything I had to say there. It's all categorized for you. It took me like 4 or 5 hours to break that down individually, but it has everything from all 13 NFL teams. And then I also have workout videos, my mukbangs, and a few other things. But mostly, if you're looking for what's going on and my analysis as it pertains to the Steelers, in this case, just go to my podcast playlist on the YouTube channel. There are tabs there. Just click on the playlist and scroll through the playlist. You'll find the Steelers. Boom, click on that, and you'll see everything I had to say regarding the Pittsburgh Steelers in real time. But you could just YouTube search Beast Rider, also Beast Rider Steelers Alex Highsmith, Beast Rider Steelers Najee Harris. Both of those podcasts are there. Let me know your thoughts. Drop your comments there, and I'll be more than happy to answer them the best I can. All right. So Tommy Harper from the YouTube, he's like, Quiddy Pay, Aziz Al-Shalari, or Greg from Miami. I would say passing all of them. I like Quincy Roche. Jonathan Enriquez from YouTube says, how you feel about Dory Jackson? I don't like him. I'm not a big fan of his at all. All right. Robin Huber from the Beast Rider family says, don't you get the feeling that they signed all necessary roles in the house? I mean, Fred Warner is yet to get a new deal, but if we could trade Jimmy G and some future picks for Watson, we would be set. Yeah, absolutely. Rosanna Baker from the Beast Rider family, can we wait until next year to pay Warner? You could, but then you'll be entertaining a bidding war, like I said, since day one. I'm telling you guys, the 2018 draft class is going to reset the market. You have Roquan Smith drafted number 8 overall by the Chicago Bears, drafted just 1 pick ahead of Mike McGlinchey. I said the Niners should have traded up and got him. He was playing at a first-team All-Pro level in my grading system, and he's going to be due for a front-loaded deal because, again, he came out of the same draft class as Fred Warner. Obviously, Tremaine Edmonds is going to get paid from the Buffalo Bills. He's a first-round pick. Inside linebacker, going to get paid to help reset the market. And then you have third-round pick Darius Leonard, all-pro Darius Leonard for the Indianapolis Colts, playing with who? Oh, yeah, all-pro DeForest Buckner. He's willing and going to get help in resetting the free agent class market at middle linebacker. So Fred Warner should be re-signed first priority because the longer you wait, these guys are going to try to outdo the each other. And then what happens? Then what happens? It's going to be crazy, guys. I'm telling you guys. All right. You're very welcome. I love answering questions. All right. All right. So that'll be it for today. I hope, well, that'll be it for this podcast. I'll definitely come on later today. Thank you for tuning in to the podcast, the live stream. If you guys haven't heard the news, I'm just going to put it up on the ticker so you guys know. You guys probably already know, but breaking news. 49ers re-signed left tackle Trent Williams to a 6-year, $138.06 million contract with $55 million in guaranteed. Well, that'll be it for this podcast live stream. I hope you liked what I had to say. If you did, please hit the subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner of your screen as you stay up to date on all things Beast in real time. Also, do me a solid, and if you're on Twitter, click the link in my bio, subscribe to my YouTube channel, join the Beast Rider family, or if you're on Facebook, do me a favor and just go to youtube.com/BeastRider and subscribe there, because if you don't, you won't be entered for our Beast Rider family giveaways for Family Fridays, which includes this Jimmy Garoppolo bobblehead, who we're talking about right now, and this 49ers Rumble backpack complete with the NFL licensing logo. All right. So that'll be it. Thank you so much, man. You guys are awesome. I love doing this. Like there's nothing more rewarding for me than doing this. Someone asked me yesterday on my live stream, what's my dream job? And when I was a beat writer for the 49ers from 2013 to 2018, growing up as a kid, I was like, man, this is the dream job, right? Like I just fell into it, right? Credibility nowadays is based on your following, right? So, luckily, I've been blessed to have a strong following. But with that, whatever. I thought that was my dream job, but no, it's not. My dream job is doing this YouTube live streaming thing where I can talk about not just the Niners, but talk about all 32 NFL teams, including the Steelers, right? Including the Panthers. I love it. That's how I'm gaining credibility, man. And I've been doing it even when I was a beat writer. I would criticize picks and people were like, dang, dude, and other fans would be like, whoa, how do you know so much stuff? I'm like, dude, I just love football. I just love football just like you. So awesome. Thank you guys for all tuning in. This has been a great show. We're just going to keep this thing going. I'm like running out of breath. You can see I'm losing my voice right now. It's really crazy, but yeah, your boy is tired. I'm going to get some rest. We're going on almost 4 hours now. Excuse me. So yeah, thank you so much. I wouldn't be here without you. That's all I got to say. I'll be back on the live stream if I still have a voice. But as of right now, I'm going to take a little break, catch up on some sleep, maybe take a power nap, and power back up recharge the batteries. All right. Thank you guys so much. Love you guys. Beast Rider family. Beast Riders out.